Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only stream on the internet dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. If that is what you are, if that is what you're into, or if that is what you aspire to be, or you just want to hang out with us today in the stream and have a good time, but you are not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, followed by the notification bell, so you don't miss out on anything. Now today we're getting started here with a little snafu. As you probably know, YouTube is not sending out notifications for this, and as luck would have it, I'm not seeing the chat right now either. So YouTube, you rock today. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Yeah, so we're off to an awesome start on this. We're just kind of coming in guns a-blazing. Stuff's not working, but that's how we roll, and we are going to keep moving forward. So today, guess what we're going to do? We're going to do mobile channel reviews, and I'm going to answer your mobile creator, mobile YouTuber questions. So if you do have a question, down in the description below, there's a link to a forum. Drop your question in there. First come, first serve. It's going to help me keep track of all the questions so I can get through all of them in this chat. Now, because notifications didn't go out today, this is probably going to be a really small, intimate group, and that's cool. We're going to run with that. That means that all the questions that you have are probably going to get answered, and that means I get a good chance to pull everybody's channels up to have a look, if that's what you're here for, as long as this group stays relatively quiet. So I'm actually going to come into the chat here on the browser and see if that's showing up in here, because I'm having weird errors all over the place. Yeah, go YouTube. And I got to laugh when I say hit the notification bell, because, right? So I'm going to take this time to say, if you're not following me on other social media, especially Twitter, I'm probably the most active on Twitter. Go follow me right now on Twitter. And by the way, send this live stream out. Share it out on Twitter, share it out on Facebook, share it out wherever you can share it out. Let's get some more people in here. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, because situations just like this, Midnight Madness 4x4 and Beanie Draws came in and they said if they didn't look at Twitter, they wouldn't know that I was going to stream live. And here we are, right? So it helps us stay in contact when the monkeys don't, and the gerbils, the monkeys and the gerbils don't run things properly over at YouTube. Young Pilot says, is Nick with you? Nick is with me in spirit. He might be around here in the room. He might jump in here and surprise us all. But listen, hey, I'm going to jump into the chat and talk to you guys. But before I do that, I do want to thank the fine folks over at TubeBuddy for sponsoring today's show and making this all possible. I know you probably all have TubeBuddy, but for some unbelievable reason, if you don't, maybe you just started YouTube today, maybe you just started this week, and you say, hey, what is TubeBuddy? TubeBuddy is the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. It is a tool that you absolutely need to have if you're serious about YouTube and you want to grow your channel. It can help you with your titles, help you with your tags. It can help you with your comments, and depending on what package you have, it can help you with A/B testing on your thumbnails as well. Link in the description below for a free download for your phone, Android and iPhone, and it also is a browser plugin for your favorite browser. Man, and I'm really disappointed that I don't have my chat right here so I can see it. So I'm going to have to kind of go back and forth here. So I apologize if my response to you is a little bit delayed today, because I'm not able to get everything in working the way I want it to. So let me jump. Okay. 1 second. All right, I'm going to jump to the chat, and I'm going to move this a little bit closer so I can try to see you guys. See who's in here right now. Studio Geek 32, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Young Pilot, how are you doing? Sweeney Dunstan Gaming is in here on their Android. It says no YouTube notification, but it's showing up on my subscriber feed. Okay, so hashtag notification if you got a notification on this. Drop it in the chat right now. Let me know if you got the notification on this chat. YouTube's going to get, as Beanie said, YouTube is going to have to put on their little cap and go sit in the corner or go to the naughty room on this one. Snowy Rains just retweeted this. Thank you so much. Even if you are lazy and all you can do is hit retweet, that is actually pretty rad, because you took action and you tapped on that little recycle arrow thing. So yeah, thank you for that. Even if you're being lazy, I still love you, Snowy Rains. Jackson Draws, how are you doing? Says, I will still share it, but I have 23 followers. Jackson Draws, you have 23 people who love your content. Think about that. If you walked out onto the street and you stood up on a box and you said, listen to me, I have a message to share with you. I want you to watch me draw. There's a good chance that you're not going to get 23 people to sit around and watch you draw every time you draw. Actually, if you stood up on a box and you started shouting weird things, they might arrest you. But you don't. You have these people's ears, so don't just think of them as like, oh, I only have 23, man. You're off to a killer start. Keep going, because if you got 23, you can get 43, you can get 103, you can get 1,003. You can absolutely grow your channel. And as, who said it yesterday? Eric, brother, I forgot your last name. And Niman Live last night, somebody said Jesus started with 10 subscribers. So yeah, there's that. All right, man. Young Pilot. Okay. Hey, Nick Niman finally made it into the chat. Nice to see you, little brother. Who else is in here? Beanie Draws, of course, is in here. Mississippi Gulf Coast Arts and Entertainment, who says, hey, D, I'm working on my thumbnails. Love to hear that, man. What are you using to make your thumbnails? What is your favorite app for making thumbnails? Actually, that's a question for all of you. Go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. Let me know what your favorite apps are. If you're a mobile content creator, let me know your favorite app for making thumbnails. If you're making thumbnails on your desktop, let me know what software you're making your thumbnails with. And again, I apologize for not having so much eye contact because I'm having to look on a different device here to read the chat. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, no Bob Star X. Hey, we're going to pray to all the deities in the universe that Bob Star X will grace us with his presence today. That dude is rad, and we all need to, we should have all subscribed to Bob Star X. Who else is coming in here today? Modern Day Family Man. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you in here. Jason James says, still no notification. Motivation Theory. John, welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in here. Despite not having notifications, YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? True story. I wait all week long to have this chat, right? I want to impact as many people as I can. I want to hang out with as many people as I can. And I'm thinking, okay, all YouTube has to do is just, oh, look at that. The theme song is starting again. We're going to turn that down. I think all you have to do, YouTube, is just make sure that my notification goes out of my live stream. Or when I schedule the live stream, just put that little box up there, send that notification out, let people know that it's coming. All right, Jackson Draws, thanks, man. Thanks for the retweet. Much love, brother. So I'm going to see what you guys are using here. Mississippi Gulf Coast Entertainment says Pixel Lab using PixArt for cutouts. Right on, man. That's awesome. Beanie says I got the Twitter notification about being on soon. Right? Saved by Twitter. So again, follow me on Twitter if you're not doing that already. Follow me on Instagram too. Let's make sure we stay connected here. That's not in a weird way. Scrolling on down through the chat. Let's see here. Beanie Draws uses Photoshop, though I do like Snapseed, even though it's a little basic for liking. Yeah, Snapseed is it is basic. Look, if you really know how to use Photoshop, Snapseed is basic, but in terms of what you can do on your phone, Snapseed is hard to beat, especially if you have Snapseed and Lightroom on your phone. Woo! Those are hot. Modern Day Family Man. Well, I already thanked you, but thanks for coming again. Motivation Theory says, let's start this off dropping $2. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Motivation Theory just did an entire rebrand on his channel. He used to be called the Shenanigans, correct me if I'm wrong, and he did a rebrand, Motivation Theory. I think the new name is awesome, and the whole rebrand, man, I really hope it works for you. And if I'm not mistaken, you said you're having like a 65% increase on subscribers after the rebrand. Pfft. Dude, that's fantastic. Techno Some Boy, how are you doing? Sweeney Dunstan Gainson says, making thumbnails on Android on Snapseed, background remover, photo layers, add text. John, yep, he got my tweet. All right, Time-Lapse TV, how's it going? He says, you're fast. Okay, Time-Lapse TV, we're going to talk about something right now. We are going to talk about sub for sub. So for those of you who are rolling in here and you're dropping this whole sub for sub thing, I'm fast, I like equals 10 views. Hear me out, brothers, hear me out. If you are doing sub for sub, first of all, it's going to end up in most people's spam box, right? Most people who are professional YouTubers or do this full time or are just tired of sub for subbers, we can go into our comment filters in the Creator Studio and we can type in things like sub for sub, S for S, all types of variations. So when you write that, YouTube flags it, puts it in our spam filter. We go and we look at our spam filter and we delete them, we delete them, we delete them. But if you're going under every video, sub for sub, we mark them as spam. And what happens is if too many people mark your comments as spam, you know what happens, right? You run the risk of getting your entire channel deleted by YouTube for being a spammer. Recently, YouTube just did a huge purge, and I'm curious, how many of you lost subscribers during that purge? I didn't lose too many. I think total, maybe 50 people I lost total, but those were spam accounts and bot accounts. But some of those spam accounts are people who are going channel to channel, chat to chat, and they're asking for sub for sub. So I know you see a lot of people doing it, and you might think that that's the way to gain subscribers, but I promise you it is not, just for the spam purposes. And if you say, hey, sub for sub, you sub me, I'll sub you back, right? Yeah, I might subscribe to you, you subscribe to me, but we're probably not interested in each other's content. So when you publish a video, I'm not going to watch your video, even though I say I might. But even worse, if I say, okay, I'm just going to give you a view, tap your video, I let it play for 5 seconds, and I stop watching your video, what that does is it kills your audience retention on your video, right? You're just going to have a cliff of all those sub for subbers that just dip as soon as your video starts. You get the tap, then they bounce, right? They leave. So your audience retention goes and it tanks. That tells YouTube, that data then tells YouTube, people do not like this video. Can you guess what happens next? YouTube then does not show that video out to other people because YouTube now believes people do not like your video because your audience retention is so bad. Now, if you are just starting out, you don't know about sub for sub. So that's cool, right? Like now you know. So I really hope that you take that information and you move forward with it and you stop doing sub for sub, because I promise you it does not work. Hey, little Heartling, nice to see you in the chat. I'm going to jump back into the chat here, by the way. Only Fire God. That's an awesome name. Nice to see you. Zaggy DK, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Spade J, how are you doing? Yeah, we're going to get into, I'll look at channels here in a little bit, so just sit tight. I'm going to go through here, give everybody a nice welcome, talk about whatever we end up talking about. And by the way, if you are just joining us, you want your mobile YouTuber or mobile content creation questions answered, in the description is a link to a form. Drop it down there and make it happen. That way I can keep track of all the questions. Who else is coming in here? Nick, what are you talking about? People are so sneaky about that. People are sneaky in general. Yes, they are. Let's see who else is coming in here. I'm way backed up on the chat here. I see all kinds of different apps and software that you guys are using for thumbnails. That's fantastic. Snowy Rains, Modern Day Filming Man. Mama Dr. Jones. Hey, you're new here. Welcome to the channel. Are you a mobile content creator? I hope so, because that's what this channel is about. I help people make content on their phone, and I help people be mobile YouTubers or become better mobile YouTubers. So Mama Dr. Jones, if that's you, you came to the right place. Motivation Theory says, dude, I have said it before, but I love the hat. All right, John, I don't know if you told me where you are in the US, but I got this at a restaurant called Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is probably my favorite restaurant in the U.S. Every time we go back to the U.S., we have to eat at Cracker Barrel. We usually eat there a couple of times. And they usually, okay, so I've got like we're going to get real here for a second. I got like a funky shaped head, right? I got this weird noggin. So my hats have to fit just right or I won't wear them. And almost all of the hats inside of Cracker Barrel fit my weird shaped noggin. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, I love Cracker Barrel. I bet you do love Cracker Barrel. Who doesn't love Cracker Barrel? Super Dave USA, how's it going, man? Nice to see you up in here joining us. Wow, Mama Dr. Jones has 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. High five, fist bump. If you can get 1,000 subscribers, you can get 2,000 and 10,000 and so on and so forth. You've got to put in the work. The Dokken Valkyrie. Hey, how are you doing? Dokken Valkyrie, not sure how to pronounce your name. All right, so I'm going to jump in over here real quick, and I'm going to see if anyone is leaving any questions in the form. You may or may not have been leaving questions. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so nobody has any questions today. That's awesome. Have a good night, everybody. No, actually, Motivation Theory left a question. He says, by the way, channel name, Motivation Theory. How many times a week does he upload? He uploads 2 times per week. That's fantastic. He has an Android phone, and his question is, do you think mixing your content between quicker, shorter form mobile video and more produced, longer form content is okay? I hope my new rebrand it looks good on mobile. We're going to pull you back up on mobile here in just a little bit because I know you changed your header art. The funny thing is about this, John, so the first time I pulled up your channel and I talked about your channel art, then you changed it and we were chatting on Twitter and you said, hey, I changed my channel art. And I looked at it and I was like trying to edit a video at the same time and I was having a conversation with you. And I meant to tell you that the sides, like you built it and it looked great on a phone, but I looked at it on a desktop for the first time and the sides weren't filled out. So you've now actually come back and filled out the black. And I think it looks 1,000 times better. So awesome. Back to your question though. Do you think mixing your content between quicker, shorter form mobile video and more produced, longer form is okay? Here's what I think you should do. I think you should upload the videos that you want to make. And I think you should test them out. Try some of the shorter form videos and try some of the longer form videos and see how your audience responds to that. As creators, we can easily get caught up in, what's better? Is a 10-minute video better? In some cases, it might be. Is a short video better? In some cases, it might be. A lot of it depends on your audience. So I recommend making a video, putting it up there, and just see how people respond to it. Look at your audience retention. If you make a longer video, let's say you make a 15-minute video and only 20% of the people are watching that video, maybe you could make it a little bit shorter. So I know when I got started, I asked Nick, I said, hey, how long should my videos be? And his advice was as long as they need to be. So I've been sticking with that. Now, when I make my videos, I make them as long as they have to be. I record them, I put them together, and I edit them. And, I'll get through it and I cut out, a lot of the dead space. I do the jump cuts so there's not a lot of dead air. So I want it to move. I want it to keep moving along. And I'll watch it once or twice. And then if I think it's too long, if it feels off, I'll edit it down. But 99% of the time, I just edit it and I'm saying, okay, that's as long as it needs to be. This is how long the video is. And I put it up. I hope that answers your question. All right, I'm going to jump back to the chat here, see what is going on. Snowy Rain says, I've been told that I have a perfectly symmetrical head. Snowy Rains, I would love to have a perfectly symmetrical head, but I don't. If you do, that's awesome. I see so many people wearing like great hats. I'm a huge fan of hats. And I would love to have like a huge hat collection where like every hat you put on looks good. That's not me, man. I got the weird head going on. Oh, let's see what is going on. Cooking with Chris. How are you doing? Cracker Barrel. Good food. Yeah, so every time I go to Cracker Barrel, I get the vegetable plate. Man, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. So good. Glory, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Glory Lied. Do you have any tips to get views? Yes, I do. Again, in the description below, go ahead and drop your questions in there too, because if more people come in, the chat's going to move a little bit faster and I might actually skip your question. If you drop it into the forum, look, it's a small intimate group today because notifications did not go out. So if you go into the forum, like I'm going to read your question if it goes in there. So tips to get more views. Yeah, first and foremost, you need to make sure that your content is being able to be found by the people you want to see it, right? So that means it starts with crafting your titles in a way where people can actually find you, okay? If you are just making titles that are not searchable or titles that people cannot find, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. They go to YouTube, they look for stuff. They go to the search bar, they start to type stuff in. That drop-down menu, actually, you know what? We'll pull this up right now. This is kind of like the first thing that you can do. Let's see here. So somebody give me a topic. Let's pull somebody up. Yeah, Nick says good hats are hard to find. Yeah, good hats are hard to find and good women are hard to find. And if you can find one of each, hold on to them and never ever let them go. Couponing with Miss Kina. Thanks for joining us. Motivation Theory says, who's the big brother? I am. I'm 4 years older than Nick. Basket weaving. Studio Geek 32 says music. The Pearson experience. Hey man, how's it going? Nice to see you, dude. I was seeing you on Instagram, dude. You were like hitting those milestones, dude. That's fantastic. Doc and Valkyrie, Cracker Barrel. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you got the hat thing, Snowy Rains. Okay, so music is pretty broad, right? That's like good luck trying to rank for music. But let's say like basket weaving, right? And I've never looked at basket weaving. So let's pull this up and see. Basket weaving. Let's see here. Basket. You see what happens? I typed in basket, and as soon as I put in W, you see this entire drop-down list right here. Basket weave crochet, basket weave lock tutorial, basket weaving, basket weave cake decorating, basket weave knitting patterns, basket weave crochet hats, basket weave dreads. These are actual search terms that people are looking for on YouTube. And the same thing applies for Google. So as you type this in, as you detail what it is that you're trying to look for, you're going to get different results based on what you're typing for in this drop-down menu. People are actually searching for what you're reading right here. Now, if you're just starting out, you've got a small channel, you don't have much channel authority. So if you're going for these top ranking search terms, and by the way, these are listed in order, you're not going to rank for those. What you should do, go down towards the bottom, look for some of the lesser searched terms. Start making videos about all of those. So if you're doing basket weaving, if I have a basket weaving, D. Nimmons basket weaving channel, I'm probably going to start down here at the bottom. I might make my first video is, how to make a basket weave braid. I might make another video, how to make basket weave crochet scarf. Another video, how to make basket weaving stippling. I might also do 5 ways to make basket weave braids, right? This is all the way down at the bottom here. These are the lesser search terms. So as a small channel, it's a new channel, you have a better chance for getting eyes on these than you do something up at the top, because all the top channels are going to be competing with the ones towards the top. Does that make sense to you? If that makes sense to you, go ahead and type in yes right now in the chat. I want to make sure for those of you who are just starting off, just getting your ball rolling here on YouTube, I want to make sure that completely answers your question in terms of like one way that you can meet your audience, and you find them by looking exactly what they're searching for. So does that make sense to you? Type in yes right now if it does. Super Dave USA, yes. Now I know a lot of you that are more experienced, you're already doing this. And by the way, this is a fantastic way to get video ideas, right? So for me, I might come in, hey, did Josephine creep in here? Josephine DeSmet, how are you doing? Nice of you. You're late. You didn't get the notification. YouTube did not send out notifications today. Stoutman TV, yes. Hey, John, you do it. How's it going? What's up, people of the internet? I saw you guys had an awesome meetup in New York, man. Looked like a really good time. Only Fire God, yes. Okay, so for me, for example, let's say I'm going to look for a video. Let's say I'm going to make a video about screen recorders, specifically for Android. So I'm going to type in Android, and you see, as I start to type this in, I just got to SC, and right away, second down, Android screen recorder with, and I know that says internal sound because it's something that I went for, right? Android screenshot. So go further down, Android screen recording app, Android screen mirroring. So in addition to screen recording, I just got some video ideas, right? So I now had the video idea about Android screen mirroring. Android screen mirroring to TV. So I might make a video, and I legit might make this video because I'm seeing this right now. I might make a video that says how to Android screen mirror to TV. I might make another video, how to Android screen overlay fix, right? I might do another video, 3 ways for Android screen mirroring to TV. And I might make multiple videos on that. And what I'm doing is I'm seeding my content into YouTube, right? Every single one of those videos is like a piece of bait if you're fishing, right? Small video here, small video there, small video here, small video there. They're all similar videos, but I'm putting all of this bait out there trying to capture the fish. I'm fishing, right? But what happens is as you rank for all of these smaller videos, and it does take a lot. You're not going to rank for like 3 of these things and if things are going to change. You need to make a lot of videos, but over time, as you start to rank for the smaller searched videos, It builds your channel up. You're now ranking for this small video, this keyword phrase, this keyword phrase, that keyword phrase. What you're doing is you're building a foundation for your channel, right? In multiple keyword phrases that your niche is about. So whatever your channel is about, you got to hunt down all of these keyword phrases and start building a foundation, brick after brick after brick after brick. As the bricks are building up under you, your channel is gaining authority, it's getting a little momentum, and it starts to get that ball rolling. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Sometimes my analogies are a little whack. So Mama Jones says, Mama Dr. Jones says, I just did this yesterday. Yeah, awesome. Mind of Advent, you're lost. How are you lost, man? How can I help you? So Mind of Advent says, ooh, and I just lost you here in the chat. 1 second, brother. Says, what is he using to get those tags? I got lost for a minute. Okay, so all this is, Mind of Advent, this is the YouTube app, right? It would help if I pulled it up. It is this app right here. It is the YouTube app. If you're going to come in to watch YouTube videos, right? All I'm doing is I'm coming up to the search right up here at the very top, this little search icon next to my profile picture. I'm tapping on that, and then I'm typing in keywords related to whatever it is that I want to look for, related to my channel. And that's how all these drop downs, the drop down choices, that's stuff that people are looking for. The same exact thing works for Google. So if you go to google.com, type those things in, drop downs, and you can compare them, because not only can you rank on YouTube, but you can also rank on Google. If you go into your analytics, you're going to see that you're getting traffic from Google. Google will rank your videos differently than YouTube will. So if you end up getting ranked on both of those, you're going to get a good amount of traffic. Maybe. I can't pronounce your name, man. Sang Baka TV Entertainment. Please help me. Okay, the first thing I'm going to help you with is if you come into a chat room and you say, please help me, and I notice you in the chat room, and I'm like, hey, I'm ready to help you right now, brother. You have my eye. There's a lot of people in the chat. Not as many as there normally is because YouTube did not send out notifications, but there's 42 people, man. That's still pretty awesome. But you just got my attention and you didn't tell me what to help you with. So first thing I can help you with is just ask your question, dude. Just say question, : and then ask your question. If you go somewhere and say, please help me, the answer is going to be 100% of the time. 99% of the time it's going to be no. So just ask the question. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat here and see what is going on with you guys. Mind of Advent, hope that helps you, brother. Juicy Booksy, how are you doing? And by the way, we are going to do mobile channel reviews today. I'm going to get you guys pulled up, but I'm going to be in the chat for a little bit, talking to you guys, seeing what's going on, answering some questions in here. In the description below, there's a link to a form. If you can, drop that question in there, because if more people pull in as these notifications start to go out, as people start to notice that I'm live, if this fills up, then it might be hard for me to read your question here in the chat. So if you can drop it in that form, and that would be really cool. And I'm actually going to go over there now. Okay, so people are actually adding questions to the form. So thank you. Let me see here. Okay, so Jackson Draws just asked a question on the form. Link in the description below for that. Wow, Jackson Draws is uploading 5 to 7 times a week, man. That's fantastic. He is on an iPhone. On an iPhone, he says, what are some good thumbnail maker apps for iPhone? I'm glad you asked. Some good thumbnail maker apps for iPhone. PicsArt, fantastic app for that. I'm actually going to drop a link in the channel right now, as long as this works, as long as YouTube allows me to do this. Let's see if this happens. If this works the way it's supposed to work, there's going to be a link that drops into the chat right here in a second. That's going to take you to, let's see if it did here. Okay, yeah, that link right there is going to take you to an app called PicsArt. PicsArt is a fantastic app. You can use the free version. I only have the free version. A lot of people say, oh, it's paid. You got to pay for it. But here's the thing. They pop up a full screen ad multiple times asking you to pay for the app. Somewhere on there will be an X to actually close that down. So I only use the free version. PicsArt, amazing app. Snapseed, amazing app. So you'll get, it worked. Okay. Jackson Draws. Yeah. Click on that and you'll be good to go, man. Zaggy DK. I need to, because you're an official Neminati moderator, a Neminati gatekeeper. So you are moderated. What? You are a moderator. Mama Dr. Jones says, my question, see, properly formatted. Thank you very much. I do decent getting my medical and topical videos noticed, but any tips on vlog descriptions, titles, etc.? Yeah, here's the thing with vlogs. Vlogs are tough, right? So, because let's say you go to the dentist and you're going to vlog your way to the dentist, right? There's not too many people searching for people vlogging on the way to the dentist. So what you have to do, you need to get really creative about how you're putting your titles together or what you're actually going to frame your video around. Maybe you're going to frame your video around some sort of a message and then you go to the dentist, right? Vlogging is tough though. Like, I'm not a vlogger, and if I were a vlogger, I think I would struggle with titles myself. But one thing that I would do as a vlogger, I would look at trending topics on YouTube. Go to the trending tab, look at what is popular on YouTube, and then I might try to use some of those to frame videos around as a vlogger and try to ride on some of that trending traffic. Otherwise, you're just going to have to make your videos, put them up there, try to get creative with your titles, try to, move your titles in a way that people can search for them. You're not always going to be able to. There's a fantastic vlogger, Cody Warner. Moderators, if one of you guys can drop a link to Cody Warner's channel. If you're not already, look, you're probably already a subscriber to Cody. If you're not, go check him out. He's growing. And again, a lot of vloggers struggle with titles, but you'll see how he works some of his titles in there that are more searchable than others. So it's just going to have to be something that you're going to have to finagle to try to get your eyes on your channel. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, but secondly, you need to make sure your thumbnails are really, really attractive and eye-catching. Zaggy DK, watch out, Beanie. Okay. Let me jump into the chat here, see what is going on. Okay, yeah, Motivation Theory says, I have vlogged for 4 years. It's very tough with titles and topics. You have to be good at storytelling and framing your vlog. Exactly. So there's another channel. So there's one channel, obviously Cody Warner, I think is a fantastic vlogger. And there's another channel called Story Greenlight. And let me actually find this. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to find the link to Story Greenlight. This guy... Hold on 1 second here. Story Greenlight. Make sure I get the right channel. Let me get this. 1 second here. So this guy has worked for TV companies. He's like a legit, this guy knows, just on his about page, right? Jeff Bardish. He's an editor full-time in Hollywood for ABC, NBC, Apple, Universal, Disney, ESPN, MTV, and many others. So look, the guy he's obviously like an A-team player. He works in people that are on top of their game. So his channel is called Story Greenlight, and he helps you tell stories. And give me 1 second here. I'm going to drop a link to this. So give me just a second here. Un momento, por favor. I'm going to drop a link here, and I'm moving quickly, and I apologize if this actually does not work. Let me know if this does not work. Yeah, YouTube is doing some wonky stuff today. Does that link work? Let me know if that opens up to Story Greenlight. But this guy, he has some really good tips on how to tell stories. One of the things that he talks about that you'll find a lot in other storytellers like Peter McKinnon and stuff like that. He has this idea that's called a thing within a thing when you're telling your story. And what that means is you don't just tell the story. You look for the story within the story. You look for the reason behind the story. And there's a lot to kind of get into that. But go watch his videos on the thing. I think it's the thing within the thing or the thing under the thing. Go watch the videos on that. Hey, Neil, Star-Lord, how's it going? Go watch the video on the thing under the thing or the thing in the, I think it's the thing under the thing. He has a couple of them. Go watch those until you understand it. And then it makes more sense in terms of storytelling. Instead of, I'm just going to vlog and do this. he talks about how to tell a proper story, how to set it up, and how to get more of a connection with your viewers. Fantastic, fantastic channel. Yeah, Hybrid. So what happened is, hey, Ken Lime Pie, how are you doing? Hybrid Steel. So YouTube did not send out notifications. So here's the funny thing. I came in here a couple hours in advance, made my thumbnail, put my thumbnail up, right? Because I want you guys to see that I've scheduled this and everything's coming soon. Oh, and I think a super chat just came in. 1 second here. Make sure this is showing up properly. Okay, the Pearson Experience says, props to you and Nick for helping all of us. Thank you. Hey, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome year. I know you're making major gains. I see you on Instagram, dude. And by the way, I love that you're tagging us. I love that you're using the hashtag Niminati on Instagram. And here's something for all of you guys. If you want me and Nick to see your stuff, retweet some of your stuff, look at it or comment, you can either at us or you can just do like a hashtag Niminati. I check on that every couple of days and it lets me know that you're part of the community here. And I definitely want to see what you guys are doing. I want to see the content that you're making. I want to see how you're posting, how you're taking pictures. I want to see all of that stuff. So make sure you at us or do like a hashtag Niminati or do both. And I got completely sidetracked. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So YouTube notifications. I came in, made my thumbnail, uploaded the thumbnail, and I'm like, okay, you guys are going to get, you're going to get the scheduled thing, right? And then I'm watching and nobody's coming in, right? Like before I go live, there's usually, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 15 people waiting before I go live. Nobody's coming in. Nobody. I'm like, okay, something's weird. And then I realized the schedule's not showing. So I called Nick and talked to my girlfriend, talked to my friend, Jason, and nobody's like, nope, can't see you. You're not live. So I just said, you know what? Screw it. We're going anyway. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with this on the fly. Hey, Walter Zero. Nice of you to join us today. Let me see who else just came in. Chicken the Duck. How's it going, man? Says the same thing happened to me. No notifications on my stream does not show up on my subscriber sub list. Just like your stream, it does not show you online when you're recommended only, right? So YouTube obviously has some sort of problem going on right now, but that's okay. You know what? We're going to work with it. And truth be told, there's only 43 people in here right now. That's cool because that means I can get to more of your questions. I can get more of your channels pulled up. That's what you want me to do, because sometimes this chat gets moving way too fast to kind of keep track of what's going on. So I'm okay with that. But if you guys want to share this out, I would really appreciate that too. So share that out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want. I would appreciate that. And for those of you who don't know, if you're just joining, you see the little Streamlabs bot that's showing up. He's going to jump on you if he sees you shouting in all caps, or if he sees some words that are not that I don't want to mention in here. Then he's going to say, "Hey, don't say that stuff." So Ken Lime Pie says, "Is this the same as Nick's except for mobile?" Man, that's a fantastic question. For starters, yes, this is mobile based, and second of all, this is just me here today. Nick doesn't come in here. This is pretty much me talking about whatever. I often go off the rails and get sidetracked. And yeah, so it's a little bit like we do on Nimin Live, but it's also a little bit different. So those of you who do come in on Nimin Live, I know there's a lot of you who watch Nimin Live and a lot of you who are coming here. Do you think that this is the same as Nimin Live, or is this something a little bit different? Drop it in the chat right now and let me know if you think this is a little bit different than what Nick and I do. But I mean, it's live, we're kind of, there's only so much you can do with live, hanging out, talking. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, if just thinking out loud or in text. You are thinking out loud, Midnight Madness. Mind of Advent says, Razor's going to get that new hammer. Yeah, the hammer's, the guys in blue with the little wrench or the ratchet next to the name, or the spanner, as some of you will call it, those are the moderators. Keep the chat cool. That's right. So all things, hey, Nell, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Hope you were doing well. Nell says it's different. I like it. Studio Geek 32 says, I sent a question. Awesome. Technically T says, I think it's the same. I love it to where I can throw in the background and keep working. Cool, man. So for Technically T, we're just like a continuation of Sunday. So that's cool. I dig it, man. Whatever. Hey, look, however you guys take this as being different or being the same, it's all good. The important thing is that you guys have a good time, and hopefully you go away with this learning something, or or even if it's a good time or you laughed or whatever. But by the way, I want to say that Technically T just released his merch. He just released shirts. They look pretty dope. So if you're not subscribed to Technically T, he actually has a really awesome tech channel. Go check him out and check out his merch if you're into purchasing merch. Good stuff. Studio Geek 32 says, I love the streams. Join the journey with Gina Marie. Thanks for doing this. Hey, thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Actually, I really, really appreciate it. Like, I think it's cool, you know, like, I'm curious, who live streams in here right now? If you live stream, put in like a hashtag live streamer. Because I'm curious how many of you are live streamers. I know Hybrid does. I know Beanie does now. I know some of you do. Okay, Chocan, I got you, man. I still love you, man. It's all good. Yeah, Josephine stopped. Chicken the Duck, you were live streaming, right? Hey, the Predictor, how's it going? Zaggy DK, you live stream. Jackson Draws, I live stream once for 100 subs. Okay, so yeah, well, Your Majesty XX, how you doing? Live streamer, Young Pilot, you need to get started. Stoutham and TV, a live streamer. Mama Dr. Jones, live streamer, but on Instagram. That's really cool. Hope that's doing well for you. IT Career Skills, live streamer. Yeah, so those of you who live stream, you totally understand what I'm talking about. There's something really cool about live streaming and having people show up and hang out with you. I think it's like the coolest thing in the world. Like, for people who come into your streams, like, those people could be doing anything in the entire world. They could be doing anything, including sleeping or just nothing. They could just be sitting in a vegetative state on the sofa thinking about watching Netflix. But instead, they come and they hang out with you. And I think that is just the coolest thing ever, that people want to hang out with creators, hang out with friends that they've met and stuff like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Truth be told, if it fit my channel, which it doesn't, I would live stream every day if I could. I'd like to go on for like an hour or something like that. And I've considered doing that on Twitch. Yeah, just going on for 30 minutes or an hour, 5 days a week or something like that. Considered it. I just love it. I love the interaction. I love talking to you guys. Hey, Russian 2, how are you doing? Thrifty Life of Sissy says, I plan to start live streaming next month. I'm trying to grow subscribers. Okay, Thrifty Life of Sissy, start live streaming now. You don't have to wait for a certain amount of subscribers, because do the live stream as if you know it's going to go up on the replay. Well, you don't know. Do the live stream for the replay. Go out, just talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend, and then just make it public, right? When it's finished, and then you've got content. Don't worry about having a set amount of subscribers, because that really doesn't matter. Because if you have 5 people in, or 2 people in, or 40 people in, or 100 people, you're still saying the same things. But I will give you a live streaming tip, and those of you who do live stream on a regular basis, you're gonna probably say, yeah, I do the same thing. Go into a live stream with a plan. Go in to have something to talk about, right? If you go in and you don't have anything to talk about, and people are not active in the chat like you want them to be, you're going to have a lot of dead space. By dead space, I mean this. That awkward dead space right there, you want to avoid that at all costs. You do not want that awkward dead space when you're doing a live stream. So you want to have something to constantly talk about. You want to have a fallback, right? Have a fallback. So if you go in with a plan, depending on whatever your niche is, if you have a plan, you can write down some notes. It can be something that's news related regarding your niche. If you're a gamer, right? If you're a gamer, you can write down or put it in some notes or whatever. You can talk about some gaming news. Just give yourself something to fall back on so you don't go silent. For example, one of the things that I fall back on is the form, the questionnaire form. So again, if you're just joining us, because I know there are 48 people watching now, so a couple more people have come in. There's a link in the description below. It's going to take you to a form. Drop your questions in there. And it's going to help me keep track of those questions, and I'm going to make sure that I get all those questions answered today. So this form is one of the things that I use as a fallback. So anytime my brain starts to say, hey, I'm getting kind of tired, I'm not really sure what I'm going to say next, I can say, hey, I'm going to jump into the form, and I'm going to see, I'm going to answer your questions. Then it allows me to go to the form, and I can say, okay, I'm going to answer a question from Young Pilot. All right, Young Pilot, your channel name. He uploads 4 times, or uploads once a week. Interesting. You make content about aviation. That's really cool. And you're not a mobile creator. You're on a desktop and a laptop, but that's cool. I love you anyway. Question is, how do you know when you're growing? Good question. I'm now getting around 17 views an hour and 3 subs a day in a medium demand niche. Am I growing? Well, yeah. If you're getting 17 views an hour and 3 subs a day, that's people coming in. But what you want to measure is not just today, but what happens tomorrow, right? Are you getting those same things tomorrow or next week, right? If you continue to get those numbers to come in, if more numbers, if that's growing even by 1 or 2 or 3, you're absolutely growing. So look at the numbers. The fact you got 17 coming in per day, yeah, you're coming in. But if you want to grow, you're going to need to get 20. You're going to need to get 25. So if you're just always 17, then you're going to be kind of stagnant. But if you want to grow, you're going to have to up those numbers a little bit. And one way you can do those is, joining some subreddits, for example. Go share your content on Reddit, but be warned, they can be brutal over there. Those of you who have shared content on Reddit and have been eaten alive, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Reddit's both like the best place and the worst place on the entire internet. I love it and I hate it. Share your content out. Make sure your titles are searchable. Make sure that people, when they go to search on YouTube, make sure they can actually find your content on YouTube, and then watch those numbers. Make that 17 turn into 20. Do a little bit more promotion. Go find some Facebook groups. Don't spam. Work your way into the communities and be helpful, but share stuff out in a cool way and make those numbers grow slowly. Eventually, you will get momentum, and that 17 will turn to 20, 25, 30, and 100, and get that ball rolling. All right. And I talked about my fallback. So that's one of the things that I do. I go into the forum. That's a fallback. I always have something to talk about. So if you're live streaming, I'm sure you already do this, but if you don't do this, a fallback is a fantastic thing to have. And I also do little things like I'm constantly talking about what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to jump into the chat. I'm going to jump back to the forum. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to jump into Twitter, and I'm going to see who has shared this out. I'm going to look at the Twitter notifications, and I'm going to see who has shared this out. If you have not shared this out yet on Twitter, go ahead and share this out on your favorite social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Make sure you at me, bro, so I can give you a proper thanks. Like Neo Crypto Cruising shared this out on Twitter. Thank you, brother. Much love. See who else shared this out. Dave, Super Dave USA, shared this out on Twitter. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Right? So share this out and at me. So we can do it like this. Cooking with Chris shared this out. Studio Geek 32 shared this out. Thank you guys so much. Parrot Town, waiting for you. Motivational Theory, John, thank you for the share, man. Lil Hart, thank you. Beanie Draws, thank you. Swinny Dunstan, thank you. Yep, thanks for the love right there. Right? That's how you do it. So that's another fallback, right? All these things are fallbacks where you can kind of give your brain a break and you can keep the live stream moving. You can keep talking without actually having to think so much. So Studio Geek 32. Hey, Daisy Noib. Good to see you live. Hey, it's good to see you too, Daisy. I hope you are doing well, wherever it is you are in the world. So Studio Geek 32. So a lot of people are now putting their questions in the forum down below. That's awesome. Keep those coming. I'm going to jump into the forum right now and answer a couple more of these. Let's see here. IT career skills. Okay, you're on an Android. Your question is, good morning. Good morning. What's your opinion on using Streamlabs on mobile for talking head videos? I tried it for the first time the other day, and it was okay, but it wasn't very smooth. I'm new to mobile streaming. I think it's cool. I know Midnight Madness 4x4, if you're still in here, are you still using Streamlabs? I think Streamlabs, the mobile app for streaming, I think it's cool. If you say it's not very smooth, I'm guessing you thought it was kind of like jerky or something like that. You want to make sure that you have a good upload speed, right? And it also helps maybe if you want to check to see if you're connected to Wi-Fi, is that faster than using your data package? So find the fastest connection possible and use that. And it also helps, you probably already put it on a tripod, but if you're just kind of holding it and it's a little bit shaky, that in addition to a slow upload speed can make the quality look even worse. But if it's stationary and it's just being held there, that can kind of make things a little more crisp. Midnight Madness says it kept crashing when I would check on the chat. Interesting. So it gave, okay, he says the Streamlabs gave him trouble the last time he used it. Okay. Yeah. So here's okay. So if Streamlabs is giving you trouble, here's another important thing, especially you guys who are mobile creators, even if you're not mobile creators, always have a backup, right? Have a backup plan. Like learn how to live stream using the YouTube app. I actually have a video on that. Learn how to live stream using the Streamlabs app. And by the way, if you're going to use the YouTube app, just make sure that you do verify your channel. So if you're going into Streamlabs and you find that it's having problems, don't freak out, close it down, open up the YouTube app and live stream on that one. So as long as you have backups, as long as you have a plan B, then you're not going to struggle too much. You know, like right now, if I couldn't, like I'm on Streamlabs right now, Streamlabs OBS. And for some reason, if this went down, if Streamlabs OBS went down and I couldn't stream right now, I would just jump right into OBS or I would just pull out my phone and I would just start live streaming on that, as long as I had an internet connection. So IT Career Skill says, I like having the chat on screen for my viewers. Yeah, so with Streamlabs, obviously that's a widget that goes on top of there. If you use the YouTube app, when they turn their phone in landscape mode, actually the last time I used it anyway, unless they've updated it, they will see the stream, they will see the chat stream if they turn their phone in landscape mode. Hope that helps. Stefani Family Farm, how do you verify your channel? That's a really good question. What I would do, I believe Nick has a fantastic video on that. Hop into YouTube right now, type in how to verify your channel to go through the process, because all of my device, everything I've got here is verified, so I can't walk you through the process, but you're going to need a phone number for that. They're going to basically send you a code and you get verified by adding your phone number. It just takes a minute to set up, but then you have to wait 24 hours for them to actually approve it. After 24 hours, then you're approved, then you can do that. By the way, I'm going to add that to my video list right now, just so I can set that up. How to verify your channel on a mobile device. I'll actually make that really soon. So I'm going to add that right now so I don't forget. Yeah, and this is another great way to get video ideas. So thank you guys for keeping me on my toes. 1 second here. How to verify your channel. How to verify your channel on phone. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for that. So keep your eye out for that video. That video is going to come. Moen, how's it going? Moen says, how can I keep my schedule uploading videos? Time management, discipline. There's no easy way to tell you how to how do you do anything? How do you go to the gym on a regular basis? Time management, discipline, right? How do you do anything? How do you get up and go to school every day? Because you have to get up and go to school. You discipline yourself to get up and go to school. You discipline yourself to stay in school. Same thing. All right, again, link in the description below. I'm going to go into the form again and answer another question. Man, this is so weird that I can't see my chat like I normally do. It's kind of throwing me off. Next question in the form. And yeah, these things are piling up. Thank you. And those of us just joining us, in the description, there's a form link. Drop your questions in there. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. So Jackson Drawl says, I just hit 100 subs yesterday. How do I make a custom URL on mobile? Oh, on mobile. Okay, so here's what you want to do. Log into your Creator Studio and go into desktop mode. Desktop mode. Let me see if I can do that here. Give me 1 second here and I will walk you through this, but I got to make sure that if I do this, I don't violate anything. So just give me 1 second here. Give me just a second. I need to look this up. Actually, I can't do it on this particular browser right now. Give me just a second. Nope, can't do it. So here's what you do. Go open up your browser and turn it into desktop mode. Now, my favorite browser for doing this is the Puffin browser, Puffin. Go to desktop mode, go into your Creator Studio, and it's going to take you to a page, like a dashboard page, and it's going to show you all the things that you're eligible for. And the thing is, on the phones that I actually do my tutorials with here, or that I pull up on screen, I don't have it installed there, so I can't show you. I will install that for a future video because that's a great thing to walk you guys through. But if you go into the main dashboard there, it's going to show you all the things you're eligible for. That's going to be one of them. It's going to say you're eligible for a custom URL. Tap on that, and you just go through and you fill it out. It's actually pretty easy to do. Bella Allure says, I got my URL. Awesome. Daisy Noib says, thanks, mods. Yes, the mods are awesome. Okay, Hybrid says, right off, I'm sorry. It was short, but it got to head off. Right on, man. Hope you're doing well, Hybrid. Hope everything's cool. Joshua Polino, how's it going? Hey, Matt Troyes, how's it going? Troy, is it Troyes or Troyes? Troyes. I hope I pronounced your name right, Matt Troyes. Thanks, Steve, for always answering my questions. You're the best, dude. Thanks for asking the questions, man. I'm happy to help. Your Majesty XX says going live on YouTube has also helped me, or YouNow has also helped me make live streaming easier. Yeah, another thing with live streaming is just the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Like when I first started live streaming with Nick, so I used to be a musician, right? I've played hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of concerts over the years, like 10-year span of being a professional musician. So I don't get stage fright, right? Like I've worked past all of that, but I've never done this. I'm a bass player, right? So I've always kind of been in the back playing, and I've never had to actually like speak to the audience. So that was new for me. Being in front of people, that doesn't worry me. This one-on-one, this thing, this is like intimate. This is new for me. So that took me a while to get over. I was a little bit shy at first coming in, but just through repetition, and now I'm completely comfortable with it. I feel really comfortable with that. Trisha, in real life, how are you doing? Big Dog, how's it going? By the way, again, link in the description below to a form. If you can drop your question in there, I would really appreciate it. Can we do that? The title, YouTube channel name of the year. Can we get 1,000 subs without any videos, please? I just got to ask, any particular reason why you're doing that? That's an interesting title for your channel. I'm just curious why you're doing that. Okay, IT career skills. Thanks, man. You're the best. Right on. Okay, back to the form. And I keep closing stuff down because I'm not doing what I normally do. Okay, next question is, let's see. This one is from Beanie Draws. He says, so Mobile Streamlabs seems more of a remote for the PC version, and I checked to see if it has overlays like the PC version. Are there any mobile streaming apps that let you use layering options like Slob's PC? So Streamlabs does two things. Streamlabs has a remote control, so I can actually take my device, my phone right now, and I can turn it into a remote control. I can turn it into a camera switcher. So for example, and I don't actually have this set up, but I could set it up to where as I press the buttons on my phone, I can switch through different scenes like this on Streamlabs. Because right now what I'm using is the Elgato Stream Deck to do all of these changes that you're seeing right now with the chat, everything going along the bottom. That's Elgato Stream Deck. But you can do the same thing with your phone using the Elgato remote control. Additionally, they have widgets inside of the streaming app that allows you to do some overlays. Now, the overlays are limited. It's not as robust as this is here on the desktop, but you can do overlays there. Hope that helps. Moving on to the next question. Studio Geek 32. Awesome, man. Little young musician there. I love it. Says, I have a 2015 MacBook Pro and it overheats on OBS. It is not a streaming computer. So I was thinking about buying a streaming computer, but then I thought, why not use Streamlabs on iOS? So I did, and it works great. You told me about it, Dee and Nick. Thank you so much. Dude, that's awesome, man. See, I like that. You're thinking outside the box. Like, you didn't come up to, a hot computer and say, oh, it's overheating and that's it. That's a wrap. I'm not going to stream. I should go out and buy a new computer. Nope. You pulled this out and you got the streaming. That is pretty rad. Good job, dude. All right. Where am I at? I'm going to jump into the chat here. Hold on. Let's see who's coming in. Neil says, are there any videos of you playing bass? You know what? Somewhere floating around the world, there probably is. I have pictures. Maybe one of these days I'll bring in some pictures of me playing bass. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I actually kept my hair back then, and I'll see if I can dig that up. But no, not videos. It was a long time ago. Back then, people were recording with like big VHS, right? You had the big VHS tapes that would go into the big camcorders. Yeah. Speaking of pictures, so Dr. Stin, I don't know if he's going to come in here or not, but Dr. Stin, I got to share this meme with you. So as some of you know in the Discord, that people like to make memes of me, and I think this is, I don't think I've shared this one yet. Let me see. Yeah, so so the memes come in and they love to play on my name. So Mini D, that's actually one of my favorites. I laugh really hard on that. So yeah, Mini D. There you go. All right, let me jump back into the chat here. Yeah, right. I'm memed. Mini D. I would love to have a Mini D. Okay. Hey, Eric, wait, what's going on? I was just talking about your Jesus comment yesterday. Hey, Ross Brand, Livestream Universe. Hope you were doing well. Ross, by all means, dude, you can drop a link right now to the video, the interview that you did with Nick and I a couple days ago. Please, dude, drop that link into the chat right now. If anybody wants to see an interview with me and Nick, it's the first time we've actually sat together for an interview. It was pretty interesting. So, Ross, yeah, you can drop that in, man. It's cool if you do that. And I hope you're doing well. Jason James says, I just noticed it deleted 2 of your replies. You're talking about the chat box, maybe? Real Deal Expert says, I need fast subscribers and views, quick and watch time. Can I get some help? I don't know what kind of content you're making, but fast subscribers and views and quick and watch time. Everybody wants subscribers, everyone wants views, everybody wants watch time. Make sure your titles are something that somebody's going to search for. Make sure your thumbnails are on point. You need the best thumbnails possible because it all starts with your title where people can find you. From there, it comes to your thumbnails. If your thumbnails aren't good, nobody's going to click on those. Nobody's going to watch your video. You're not going to get the watch time. Focus on your titles. Focus on your thumbnails. And just make a bunch of content. Make a lot of good content. Beanie Draws says, I don't know if I want to see D with hair. Yeah. Well, it's out there, man. That is out there. Let's see what is going on in the chat. So, Eric Waite says, okay, he's answering to Moen, says you have to figure it out for your channel and the audience balance between quality and quantity. If your topic is crowded, you increase the quality to become better than everybody else. You know, at the end of the day, it just comes down to like putting in work, right? You got to strategically put in the work. For everybody in here is trying to grow, like everybody is trying to grow. You need to strategically put in work. And everybody hopes they have a viral video. Everybody hopes that you upload that video and you wake up the next day and it's just going to be like, oh my God, I've got all these views on my video. Maybe. Like everybody's just like one video away from like blowing up, right? I know some channels, they make that one video. I mean, Travis MCP is a perfect example of that. Dude's growing anyway, but he's hit on some trends and he's on fire right now. You know, he's doing videos on the Samsung Galaxy 10. He's doing the new iPhone videos, and he's hitting those trending topics. Because of that, his views are pouring in, and subscribers are racking up. Moen says quantity or quality. Both. Both. I mean, you got to make good content, right? But the most important thing is, like, I don't know where you're at on your journey, Moen. I don't know if you're just getting started. I don't know if you're an expert at this. I haven't looked at your channel. But if you're just getting started, the important thing is that you just get your content up there, right? Just upload your content, upload your content, upload your content. Your early videos are going to suck. You're going to come back to your early videos and you're going to say, I can't believe I put those up there. But that's okay, because you have to go through that process of learning how to get better. You have to go through the process of learning how to make better thumbnails, learning how to craft better titles. So if you are just getting started, don't worry about the quality just yet in terms of the video. Focus on your titles, focus on your thumbnails. And I'll be honest with you, starting out, you're not going to get a lot of views starting out. You're kind of at the bottom. You got to claw your way up. So just get content out there strategically. Make a plan, make a content plan, stick to that plan, and just kind of claw your way to the top. As you learn, as you add more skills to what you can do, then you can improve your quality. Through a lot of practice, through a lot of repetition, that's going to make things better. So quantity or quality, both. You need quantity, and you need to do it the best that you can. But that takes skills that you have to learn. All right, I'm going to jump back into the forum because those questions are piling up. And then I'm going to actually open up, we're going to do a little channel review. Next question is, Give me 1 second here. Next question. Oh, no, I'm not Nick. Every single time. Okay, so trying for one. Oh, Beanie Draws, another one. That's funny. I thought your name was trying for 1 week. He says, I've seen Pokemon Go mobile streamers have Pokemon Go plus face cam in the chat on the screen so they can play the mobile game. So they can play the mobile game, stream it on YouTube, and seeing the chat all at the same time. You have any ideas on how they're doing that? I want to be able to live stream from my iPad outdoors, but I can't see the chat. So looking for options. Cheers. Okay. I'm not a mobile gamer, but I know there's kind of two ways to do this. I've seen videos of mobile gamers, and they're connected to this, right? They're connected to this. So they're essentially doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right here. I've seen pictures of mobile gamers, larger channels. They're playing their game with the adapter here, right? The Lightning to HDMI or the USB-C, whatever your phone is, to HDMI. Then it's going into the PC either through a Blackmagic device or through an Elgato Cam Link or a PCI card. And then they're playing the game here. Then inside of OBS or Streamlabs, they can capture a camera source from a DSLR or from a webcam or from another phone. Then they put that on top. And then they put their mobile game into the whole stream. Then they put their camera source on top. That's definitely one way you can do it. But if you're looking to do everything from your iPad, you could look into one of the apps. I know Android has a much better selection for this. iPhone, I'm not really sure what the limitations are on the face screen stuff, but I know on Android, like I think it's Mobizen and DU Recorder and AZ Recorder. Those will allow you to do a face cam and play a game and record your game. So on an iPhone, Beanie, I'm really not sure how to do that, but I will look into it and see. I know it's easier on an Android. So 1 second here. So Motivation Theory, you're going to be the first one that we pull up here in a bit. Oh, Big Dog dropped a review. Says, how can I live stream YouTube, Twitch on Android? So Big Dog, if I understand you correctly, you want to live stream both at the same time, or you're just trying to figure out how you can stream one of them or, to YouTube or to Twitch. So if you can clarify that in the chat. But if you're looking to do both of them, I don't know. So there's a service called Restream. I don't know if anybody in here uses Restream, and I don't know if it works on mobile. I've never used it, but I'll look into it. Yeah, so Jim Michael Jr. posts it right there, Restream.io. I don't know if that works on mobile. If any of you guys are doing that on mobile, go ahead and let me know in the chat. I haven't done it. I will look into it. But the way Restream works is you upload to Restream, and then that sends your feed out to the other platforms. So there's a couple different services that'll do this. You stream up to them, and then they actually send that feed out to other people. So Moen says, D, make a video on how to stream. I have 2 videos on how to use the apps on a basic level. So do I have them linked up here? I'm not sure. It's a game. Cool transitions. Nope, I don't. If you go to my channel and you look down, it's been a couple of months. I show one video on the basic streaming of Streamlabs, is basically how to get started, and another one on YouTube earlier on. Hey, Deb's Life, how are you doing? So Stoutman TV says it does work on mobile. Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. That saves me the hassle of trying to figure it out. But that's another video idea for me, right? Like, you guys keep me full and keep me fed of video ideas, and I think that's awesome. So I can actually add that to my video ideas. How to stream to multiple platforms on your phone. And by the way, this is a great way for all of you to get ideas. Whatever niche you're in, whatever community that you're part of, right? Read the comments under the videos. For example, I don't know if Parrot Town is in here. Parrot Town, are you in here, Parrot Town? If you are, say something. I'm not sure. I know Parrot Town usually comes to hang out. Okay, but we're going to use Parrot Town as an example. Parrot Town obviously has a channel about parrots. And if Parrot Town wanted to think about how they can get ideas for YouTube in addition to the drop down that I showed you guys earlier inside of YouTube or in Google, they can go read the comments under the videos of other Parrot videos. They can go into the live streams of other Parrot videos and look at what people are asking. People love to go into comments. They love to ask questions. Scour through comments. I mean, that's a treasure trove in some situations. Comments are a treasure trove of video ideas. You just have to comb through them and kind of cherry pick the ones that would make good videos. Same in live streams. Master Jack, how's it going? Yeah, Livestream Universe right here. So Ross Brand right there, Livestream Universe in blue with the wrench next to his name. He says, good call on restreaming multi-channel services. So Ross Brand is like a legit streamer. Like if you want to learn, like he's out there streaming. Like I don't know if you're everyday Ross, but he's on Facebook, he's on YouTube. So go follow him, and I'm sure he would love to help you out with some streaming advice, multi-platform streaming advice. Josephine DeSmet says, I get comments but never questions or video suggestions. That's okay. Other people do. Go to other singers, right? Go look at the trending topics, right? You're a singer. You see those trending videos pop up. Go read the comments in some of those trending topic videos that are related to your niche, related to cover songs or whatever. Go down and look through the comments. You might have to read through a bunch of them, but you might get a couple ideas of covers that people are requesting. And then you make videos on that. Chicken the Duck says it supports every single device. All you need is the right adapter. Are we talking about Restream, Chicken the Duck? Okay. Let's see here. G. Michael Jr. says Switchboard is another. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate the help on this. Yeah, I'm actually not restreaming. I'm not sending this out to other platforms. I'm just kind of keeping it focused on YouTube now. I am going to start streaming on Twitch in the future. And by the way, if you are not following me on Twitch, let's get connected over there. And if you're not following me on Twitter and Instagram, let's do all that stuff. I'm going to leave this up for a while. And I just realized right now that if you're watching this on a desktop computer, the subscribe button, the subscribe watermark in the bottom right-hand corner is covering up my name here on the watermark. So got to fix that. So I'm going to get John pulled up because John dropped a super chat, and I want to see how his new banner looks. So we're going to pull him up. We've already had him up before, so I know he's rocking it, but I'm going to pull him up now and just see how his new channel art looks. Motivation Theory. Motivation Theory. Where are you at, John? John, are you still in here? Hey, Yuka Milad, how are you doing? Master Moen. Do you not familiar about my name, Master Moen? I'm not familiar with your name, no. Harish YT, how's it going? Says Duo Recorder supports both live YouTube and Twitch together. That is good information. Thank you, Harish YT. Right? The gold is in the comments. The gold is in the chat room. There he is. Motivation Theory still here. Motivation Theory. I got to find you. That's weird, man. Like I'm subscribed to you. And even though I'm looking for your channel name, it's not showing you yet, which is really weird. I actually have to go down, particularly put the filter in to find you by channel. Go YouTube. So now there's 54 people in here. I'm curious how many of you got notifications. Did any of you get notified that I was going to go live today? If you did, type in yes right now. While we do that, I'm going to pull John up right here. Viper in the house, the man about tech. Hope you're doing well, Viper. So yeah, we got a mixed bag in here. IT Careers goes, you did get the notification? Deb's Life, yes. Yeah, so we got a mixed bag here. So yeah, nope, notifications. Yeah, nope. Right? 0 notifications, right? YouTube is going to have to sit in the corner. Yeah, so I guess some of you got them, some of you didn't. I scheduled this event a couple hours before to let you guys know it was coming. YouTube did not put that up there, so I do apologize for that, but we're doing all right. We are doing all right. We are doing just fine without it. Yeah, Matt Troy says, and I have the bell on, right? God, that is so frustrating. You subscribe to somebody, you hit the notification bell, and you still do not get the notification. Infuriating. Professor Nez in the house, officially. Officially in the house. Yeah, so Livestream Universe saw a tweet from you do it. So yeah, here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of you have shared this out on Twitter already. Much appreciated. If you have not shared this out yet, go ahead and share this out on Twitter, share this out on Facebook, share this out on Instagram, whatever your favorite social media platform is. Go ahead and share this out. And I'm just going to leave John's beautiful face on the screen here while I do this. I'm going to open Twitter right now and see who's been sharing this out. Give some love back. Professor Nez shared this out. Thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate it. Parrot Town, love you. The Pearson Experience, thank you for the share. Much appreciated. The Predictor, thank you so much for the share. Much appreciated. Technically T, thanks for the retweet, brother. My Bourbon Journey, thank you so much. Yeah, we don't need you, YouTube. We got the Twitter fam right here. They're going to make sure people know that this stream is live. So thank you guys so much. All right, John, so let's check it out. Motivation Theory. Fantastic upgrade on the header. I love the black and white. I love that you put the subscribe in red. You are getting a little bit cut off there on the text over on the bottom text with your profile picture. Splitting hairs. I personally would probably tweak that over just a little bit so your profile picture does not cut it up. You know what? Let me see how you look on an Android. Give me 1 second. I know you're going to fit, but I just want to see if it moves you around. Boy, why can't I find you? I'm going to see if it actually moves you around here. Well, probably one of the most influential and widely something happened here. Hold on, guys. You turn my volumes down. Okay, I can't get my Android to work right now. But yeah, other than that, dude, it looks fantastic. Awesome upgrade. Awesome upgrade. Come on, Android. My Android's wanting to play videos, but it's not wanting to actually show up on the screen. All right, so channel art upgrade, fantastic. Bottom text, I would move that just a little bit. Let's see your thumbnails, man. Yeah, your thumbnails look dope. They looked, as good as last time. You uploaded 3 days ago, 6 days ago, 1 week ago. So you've got the upload schedule going, right? Welcome to Motivation Theory. 110 views 1 week ago. Let's tap on that. Now, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to give you a thumbs up. I'm going to come down and I'm going to see what you're doing. What's going on in your comment area? Okay. Right here. Are you replying to people? Okay, you're dropping your hearts. I'm curious, those of you who are getting comments, are you replying to all of your comments? If you're not replying, are you giving them a heart? What are you doing? If you're not giving a heart, at the very least, you are screwing up. So if you're replying to all of your comments or at least giving a heart, type in yes right now into the chat. I want to see who's on top of stuff. I want to know who is handling their community. Oh, yes, you're on top of it, brother. You are dropping the hearts. But here's what I want you to do. Okay. Did you see how you're up here at the top? Is this pinned? I believe this is pinned. So the very first comment, it's your comment. You've pinned this comment, right? Make sure you pin your comment at the top because this is like prime real estate. Let me go to my channel for a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Go to my channel. And look at you guys are saying yes. Professor Nez, I try my best. That's all you can do, Professor Nez. JT Hickman says yes every time. Master Jack says yes. Motivation Theory. I've replied to every comment for 4 years. Brother, that is why you're going to succeed right there. Your Majesty XS, yes. Vandalex, I give a reply in heart always. I love it, guys. I love that you're on top of this. Walter Zero, I have 16 subs. If I can't do that now, then I have no business becoming a YouTuber. Dude, high five, fist bump, absolutely. Fire Scarf, yes. Lil Hartling, I reply to comments when I can. Hear me out, Lil Hartling. When you go to sit on the toilet and you've got nothing to do and maybe you're scrolling through Twitter, you're scrolling through Instagram or something like that, reply to your comments. You can find 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. These people are supporting you. These people want to watch your content. They want to get to know the people that they're watching the videos, who's making these videos. Reply to them at the very least. Heart their comment. Find the time. Josephine DeSmet, yes. Eric Waite, yes. All of them. God, I love it, you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, man. This is your community, and they're going to grow with you. So if you don't take care of your community now, if you've got a smaller channel or a medium-sized channel, and you're not taking care of your community now, you're toast when you get bigger, right? Like every time you reply to a comment, every time you heart that comment, they get a notification to let you know, hey, this person replied to me. They acknowledged me. They saw me. A lot of people out there, they just want to be seen. They want to be acknowledged. And if you acknowledge those people, they are going to come back and continue to watch your videos. They're going to continue to give you engagement and become part of your community. So don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. Okay, sidetracked. Okay, so I'm going to come in. I'm going to look at my last video, which is not that one. That's an ad. Okay, so if I come all the way down to the bottom, and everybody in here should be doing this. If I come down to my comments, right here, the very first comment that you see, this is prime real estate. And I'm going to explain why. So as you come down to the comments, leave a comment and pin it yourself. By pinning it, it's putting your comment at the very top of all the other comments. That means everyone is going to see this comment. Prime real estate, right? Then you take that time to write something down and then link out to another video, link out to a playlist, right? Link out to something else in your channel. Videos or playlists, really. Or you can put the link to actually get them to subscribe to your channel. So you see right here, I have Watch Next, best mobile video editing apps, right? You'll be shocked at the little bumps. Like as your channel grows, if you only have a couple views here or there, you're not going to notice it right away. But as you start to get views, as you start to get momentum, as your channel starts to grow, you're going to start noticing that every video that you link up here, if you're starting to get a lot of comments, those channels will get a little boost. Right? They're going to get a little back end boost on that. But add videos or playlists that are relevant to the video that you just uploaded. So let's see here. I'm just curious if I followed my own advice here. So I did the 12 best video editing apps for 2019. Right? Video editing apps. So if I come down here, the very first thing that they're going to see if they leave a comment, Watch Next. And I dropped a little fire emoji on there. It's color. It gets their attention. Watch Next, the best free video editing apps. So they just watched one video. They came here for the video. The best video editing apps of 2019. Similar video, the best free video editing apps. 19 people gave that a thumbs up. A lot more actually went and they clicked on the link, because if I go look at my analytics on that particular video, I can see the bump in traffic when I link this in. And the good thing is, this keeps giving. This keeps giving over and over and over and over. And what you're doing is you're creating kind of like a web of content. So every new video that goes out, top comment, pin it, link out to a playlist or link out to another video that's relevant. And as that continues to build out, you're building a web of content, right? And you never know which one of these videos is going to become popular out of the blue. I know a lot of you have probably made videos and maybe they didn't do too well at the beginning, but 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months later, sometimes longer, YouTube will grab an old video and give it a big push, right? So that big push that's going to go to one video, that's going to have a trickle-down effect. So now a lot of those people are going to see that link and they're going to go on to another video. And if you've pinned on that one too, some of them are going to go on to another video. Now, naturally, that's going to taper down, but it's a web effect. It's a trickle-down effect as well. So if you're not pinning a video or a playlist as your top comment, you are definitely missing out on views. That's one of those tricks. People say, hey, how can I get more views? I just told you a way to get more views. It's little things like that. All these little things they all add up to be big things collectively. Does that make sense to you guys? And I'm curious, who's doing this? Who's actually pinning and linking out to a video or playlist? Type in yes right now or no if you're not doing this. Go ahead and let me know who's doing this, who's not doing this. The Kryptonian, how's it going, man? Says polish makes everything bright. You got it. Zaggy DK says only on some videos. All of them. If you're not doing it on every single video, you are losing views. Of course, you got to be getting comments to begin with. If you're not getting any engagement yet, you might not be losing much. But if you are getting engagement and you're not linking out that way, you're losing views. Okay, so we got a mixed crowd. You see some people, hey, T-Stamps, how you doing, brother? Yeah, there you go. Matt Trost, no, but I'm going to now. Every single video you make, every single one of them, pin your top comment, link it out to a video or a playlist. Just make sure they're relevant. That's the key. That's the absolute key. If somebody comes to my channel, say they watch a video on how to screen record on an Android phone, but then my pinned comment is how to, the top video editing apps for iPhone. Total disconnect. There's no reason for them to actually tap on that link, right? But if they came there for the top screen recorders for Android, I can pin an Android related video that might say something like, the best video editing apps for Android. I would keep it Android specific. So they're, I got an Android and I was interested in this, so I'll probably be interested in that. You'll be surprised at how many people go through and tap on that. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, I'm working on my banner. Can I get some feedback on my current one to see if it's better? I'll figure it out eventually. Brother, you absolutely can, and I'll get you pulled up in just a second. 1 second here, guys. Master Jack says, how long have you been doing YouTube, D? I started live streaming every Saturday night on Nimmin Live with my brother Nick Nimmin 1 year ago. 1 year ago this past December. So about a year and 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I started live stream with my brother. My channel has been up. Let's look it up and see, actually. That's a great question. My first video went live. Drum roll here. My first video went live. So I'm going to come over to videos and I'm going to sort. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you another tip while we're here. Tips. We're dropping the tips today. We're dropping fire. And also, guys, if you're finding value, if one of these tips is helpful to you, be sure to share this out and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me because when I look at the thumbs up when the video's over, it lets me know that people found this video helpful and it lets me know that, okay, I'm on the right track here. So if you find any of this stuff helpful, give it a thumbs up and share this out if you haven't done it already. Okay, so more ideas for videos. If you're doing phones, if you're doing parrots, if you're doing basket weaving, whatever it is you're doing, it doesn't matter. What you want to do is go to the top channels or the mid channels of whatever niche you're in, right? Midnight Madness 4x4, all the trucking channels, whatever it is, right? Go to their channels, look at their channels, right? Come to videos. You see right here at the top, you can filter these date added and it says newest. If I tap on that, I can look at most popular, date added oldest, or date added newest. If I go to most popular, it's going to rank my videos based on the most popular videos. So if you go to all the videos and all the channels in your niche, you can look at all their most popular videos. Look at their top, 5 or 10 videos and say, these are the most popular videos of these channels. Go to channel by channel by channel by channel. Here are video ideas for months on end, right? How many people are like, hey, I don't know what video to make. In addition to the other ways that I've showed you, these are video ideas for months on end. So just bounce from channel to channel, sort their videos by most popular, then look at the most popular. Boom, video ideas. How many people are doing that? Drop a yes or a no in the chat right now. Oh, Hefe Reviews, what is going on? No notifications. Oh, Hefe, brother, YouTube did not give me any love today, but that's all right, man. We're going anyway. Okay, so you guys are already doing that. That's cool. Most have been doing that. Yeah, look, you guys who have been doing this for a while, you've probably been doing this if you're just getting started on YouTube, because I get sent a lot of emails, a lot of direct messages, a lot of comments. Hey, D, I don't have any ideas for videos. Can you help me out? Well, here's another way to get video ideas. So those of you who are saying no, boom, here's another idea for you. This works for gaming. This works for basket weaving. This works for whatever niche is out there. It just gives you ideas on, what videos to make. And in terms of how long have I been doing this, my first video was uploaded 9 months ago. So I've been going for 9 months. This was uploaded on April 7th, 2018. So I uploaded my first video April 7th, 2019. Guys, if you can give me 1 second, I got to change something over here. I will be back in 30 seconds or less. Boom. All right, hope you like that little funky interlude there. I had to swap a battery out here. A little fun fact here for those of you who don't know. Here in this studio, which is the Nimbin Live studio, we actually run everything on batteries for the cameras because in Thailand they have some serious electrical problems. And the cameras, if you plug them in, they tend to get shorted out. So yeah, we run everything on batteries because we actually lost one DSLR. We fried one camera due to an electrical problem here. So yeah, don't fry that out. If you're like in India or Pakistan or someplace like Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and you've got electrical problems, you want to live stream, you might want to think about getting some batteries. No, that was not a P brake. That was actually a battery flip. I'm curious, how many of you guys have ever lost gear due to something like electrical shorts or something like that? Walter Zero says, you guys are in Thailand? I had no idea. We are in northern Thailand in a city called Chiang Mai. Flipped classroom tutorials. Yes, you know, man. Yeah, this, it's no joke here. Yeah, T-Stamp says, another great idea is to make videos on unanswered questions from a big niche by looking in the comments. Exactly, T-Stamps. I went over that a little bit earlier. I was talking about you can find absolute gold in the comments and even during a live stream. If you go into other channels in your niche, look at the comments, look at the live stream, see what people are talking about, see what their interests are, see what questions they're leaving in the comments. Man, for all of you who are trying to figure out what videos to make, I showed you guys one way, earlier by the drop-down menu. For those of you who are just coming on, I'll just do that really quick one more time just to give you one. Whoa, wrong one. We don't want to do that. Android is not working right now. Yeah, so I showed you basically we're talking about basket weaving. So you just go into YouTube, the YouTube app, or go into YouTube on your desktop, and it works on Google too. Go in, just type in whatever it is you want to look for. We're using basket weaving. And you see as soon as I start to type in weaving, you start getting this drop-down menu here. This is exactly what people are searching for. Literally, they're searching for these things by these terms. So if I'm a basket weaving channel, and sorry to repeat myself, but some new people have come in, so I just want to bring them up to speed, especially if they're just getting started here. If I'm a new channel, I would come down to the bottom, and I might start with like basket weaving tutorial, basket weave braid. I might make a video on, how to make basket weaving, or how to make a basket weaving braid, how to make basket weave crochet scarf. I would come in on the smaller videos because these are ranked in order of popularity. The ones up here at the top, all the big channels are going to rank for those. You're not going to. You need to rank for the bottom ones, kind of build up brick by brick on your channel. Eventually, you'll build up a channel authority, and you'll be able to rank for the larger ones eventually, but that takes time. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat again here. See, basket weaving, yeah. So, hey, there's the Nick Nimbin bot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Bryce's World, are you doing channel reviews? Yeah, we're going to pull up a channel right here in a second. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like Master Jack, when I'm not doing mobile stuff, when I'm not teaching people how to make content with their phone or how to be mobile YouTubers, I'm teaching people how to make baskets. Mazza Games, how are you? New sub, Typical Gamer Junior. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm going to open up a channel right now. We are going to open up Midnight Madness 4x4. Let's get Midnight Madness 4x4 opened. And you want me to look at your channel header, right? Midnight Madness 4x4. All right, we're going to look at your new channel header. Boom. All right, Midnight Madness. Are you still in here, brother? Bryce's World says, you did my channel review 2 weeks ago, and I listened to what you said, and I've gained over 100 new subs. Dude, that is awesome. Congratulations, man. High five, fist bump to you, Bryce World. That is really cool, man. That is actually really, really cool. Man, if you put in the work and you strategically put in the work, great thumbnails, good titles, right? Small tweaks here, small tweaks here, you will get the views, you will get the subscribers. Just keep in mind, YouTube you're playing the long game. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. It's going to take a while. You need to build channel authority. You need to get a lot of content online. Roberto Blake says, make 100 videos before you even come and ask him questions. Because what you're going to learn during the process of making those 100 videos, you're going to learn a lot. Because if you're just starting out, you got 5, 10, 15, 20 videos, 30, 40, 50 videos, you're still in the learning process. There's a lot to learn. All right, Midnight Madness, we are getting way off track here. 4x4, racing crashes, onboards, live streams, plus more. I love it, dude. Your 4x4 is getting a little cut off by your profile picture. Nitpicking here, not a big deal. I personally might shrink it down just a little bit so it doesn't get covered up. I would just make sure, like, you know, the 4x4 doesn't get covered up. I would also shrink, like, I would grab all of that. I would grab the 4x4 and the racing crashes, onboards, live streams. I would shrink all of that a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, so 4x4 doesn't get covered up with your profile picture. And then so racing or live streams doesn't accidentally get cut off on somebody's phone. But other than that, I like it, dude. You're telling me exactly what it's about. You got the truck on fire, which, right? I mean, your name kind of gives everything away. Midnight Madness 4x4. Then you got 4x4 in your channel art, racing crashes, onboards, live streams. I know exactly what your channel's about. The truck on fire, that's like, that seals it for me. Then you come down to your thumbnails, which, you know, I love your thumbnails. But I would do this, dude. Even your game thumbnails, right? Like I see you're playing a game here for Dirt Rally. Even for your game, I would put your treatment, you know, your little border in your 4x4. I would put that on top of your game thumbnails as well. Because you've got all of these great thumbnails here. You've got your look, right? You've got everything kind of like synced up. It, like your vibe is going. And then you've got like these rogue thumbnails, like your game here, right? Then you come down, you've got your top 10. Right? You got a different border on there, 5 tough truck cone skills, right? Don't break that stuff up. Like, you've got such a great vibe. And even your GoPro here, you've got your border, but you don't have your 4x4. So for you, I would say, I mean, you've got like 99% of your stuff locked down. Just go back to those rogue thumbnails, get your borders on there, get your 4x4 icon on there. Just tighten up your brand. Make it as tight as humanly possible. And if this were my channel, I might take like that border idea that you've got there, and I might try to figure out a way to implement that in your channel, in your header somewhere. Totally nitpicking. You don't need to do this. I'm just giving you what I would do if this were my channel. I might take that border and maybe put it around the truck, or I just might take 2 lines and put it across the entire, one across the top, one across the bottom. So you still got some room there at the top and the bottom, and knock the opacity down so it kind of mimics your thumbs a little bit. But just make sure it looks good on a desktop and on your phone. If you are going to do it, you don't have to. Totally nitpicking here. But you know what? I'm going to come in. I'm going to look at your videos here. I'm going to see what you're doing down in your comment area. Give you a thumbs up because I know it's going to be a dope video. I'll come back and watch that later. All right. So again, Midnight Madness 4x4. Like we talked about earlier, this prime real estate right up here. Pin your comment and hand them off to another video. Suggest another video, another relevant video or playlist. Pin it right here so you can get more views on those older videos. And for those of you just joining us, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll back it up right here and just come to one of mine because I know some people just came in. And I was talking about pinning. Let's see what I got here. I was talking about pinning your comments. So if you come all the way down, right? So for this one, I did something totally different, right? I didn't pin a video. Like, this is probably one of the only ones I've done this on. But my video topic was how to grow your YouTube channel in 2019, 5 easy tips. So for this one, obviously, I'm attracting YouTubers. I'm focusing not just mobile content creators, but I'm focusing YouTubers. So what I wanted to do down here and this particular pinned comment, now you can hand them off to another playlist or to another video that's going to bring views on those videos. But for this one, I chose to link out to an affiliate link for TubeBuddy because I know these are YouTubers. And if somebody came along here that did not have TubeBuddy, I wanted them to see this and download it. So I use this as an affiliate link. So affiliate links, playlist, links to other relevant videos. You can definitely do that. All right, I'm going to jump back to the chat here. Midnight Madness, I hope that helps, dude. Hey, Costume CO, Heidi, how are you doing? Hope you feel better soon, Finn Dominator. Oh, Finn Dominator, you're sick. Sorry to hear that. Heidi, hope you're doing well. Josephine DeSmet says, I pin videos in my comments now and it works. I see the pin ones trap viewers. Yeah, like, think about it like this. People come to your channel. They're interested in your video, right? So you're getting watch time on that video. You're getting engagement on that video. You're getting thumbs up. You're getting comments, right? They like you if they're watching the video. They're interested in your content. So give them more content. Well, you know that YouTube notifications don't work, right? You know that there's a good chance they're not going to get notified if they come along. So pin your comments, pin them to a playlist, send out to an affiliate link if you want. One thing I do though in the description, if you have a affiliate link, make sure to put down there that I'm going to show you this right now too. In my description, I have a disclaimer, and this is a US thing. If you're in the US and you're putting affiliate links in here, let me show you this. You definitely want to put this in. So at the very bottom here, I've got a disclaimer, and you can go in and you can copy mine directly if you want, where I've got the disclaimer. Some of these links are affiliate links where I'll earn a small commission if you make a purchase at no additional cost to you. If you're in the US and you have affiliate links, make sure you drop that in your description. If you're not in the US, I don't think that applies to you. Master Jack says, D, I have a lot of views on my videos. That's fantastic, Master Jack. I'm gonna pop you open here and see what's going on with your channel, Master Jack. Okay, yeah, so you're just getting started, Master Jack. I would recommend you get your channel art together and work on your thumbnails, Master Jack. You've got some work to do on your thumbnails and your channel art. So that is my challenge to you right now, Master Jack, because it looks like you're just getting started. Focus on your thumbnails. You've only got a couple videos, so you can go through and you can follow one of my videos. I'm going to put a link into the chat right now. Make a pro thumbnail using a free app called PicsArt. Follow that and make some really good thumbnails and come back and see me next week or the week after that, and also get your channel art together. I'm going to drop a link also on how to make a channel banner using your phone. Links coming in right now. Mazda Game says, I think all your channels are doing great, guys. Yeah, that's fantastic. I think so too. Look, if you guys are uploading regularly and you're getting views, you're getting comments, you're getting engagement, yeah, get that ball rolling, right? It's momentum. All right, I'm going to come over here. I need to see if I've missed any super chats, and I'm going to see who I need to pull up. Now, okay, Bryce's World, may I have a channel review? Yes, you can. Stefani Family Farm, thank you so much. I'll get you in the queue too. We just got Midnight Madness 4x4. Now, those of you who actually left a super chat before and you didn't necessarily ask for a channel review, I'm not sure if you wanted one or not, drop into the chat there and let me know. If I did miss you, if I accidentally missed you this time, moderators can help me here and just let me know, and I'll get you pulled up next time. Sometimes people get overlooked. Costume CO says, hey, D, I'm watching you on my mobile, but listening to you on my new Bluetooth speaker for Christmas. Woo, right? Costume CO, how excited are you for Game of Thrones? It's coming. It's going to be here. Winter is coming. It's going to be here before we know it, and I'm like beside myself. So excited for the Game of Thrones. I'm curious. 59 people in here. How many of you watch Game of Thrones? And if you don't, why are you not watching Game of Thrones? I know Nick doesn't. Nick has no interest in Game of Thrones whatsoever. So we're going to banish Nick. We're going to send Nick to the wall. The Kryptonian, yes, I had a fantastic vacation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Findominator, that's right. Winter is coming. Technically, winter's here. Right? So excited for Game of Thrones. Exactly. Hands up. Hey, Dr. Sten, how's it going? With Nick and Dr. Sten, well, you know what? I just, before you came in here, that nerd, if you have the time, can you please check me out? Yes, I can. That nerd will get you in the queue. Dr. Sten, I just pulled this up like maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes ago. I dropped this meme that you so kindly put into Discord. To date, this is one of my favorite ones. I'll be sharing these from time to time here. It's easier for me to share these here than it is on Nimin Live. But I've got a whole bunch of these, some real good ones. This is this is one of my favorite. Thank you, Dr. Sten, for that. Hey, Daisy Noib, still in here. Yeah, Dr. Sten, he drops like all the best memes, all of them. Fantastic memes. And the GBs, no, what did you call it? The BDs, I think you called it. That's my favorite one. Dr. Sten says, you are on my next thumbnail. What? I'm a little bit worried about that. All right, I'm going to jump over here, answer a couple questions from the forum here. So, okay, the form is filling up. So if you haven't dropped a question in the form yet, go ahead and do that. Link in the description below. I can probably squeeze a couple more questions in, but it is filling up fast, which is surprising because there's not a lot of people in here, but you guys are dropping some great questions. Thank you. Okay, this question comes from Crypto Cruising, aka Starlord. And brother, I'm looking forward to seeing you at VidSummit, by the way. And that, you know what? I'm going to get sidetracked here. How many of you are going to VidSummit in October? Show of hands, who's going to VidSummit in October? And I know it's a long way away, and it just happened, but they just announced the official dates in October, and I'm curious who is going to go. Dr. Sten, are you going again? I know Nick's going to go. Nick, you better go. Beanie Draws is going. Looking forward to that. Thank you, Heidi. JAMA Greek Crew, where is it? It's in Los Angeles. And we'll be talking more about that as it gets closer to the time. We're definitely going to be hyping up. We're going to get super hyped about that. That was an amazing experience. Hires YT, you're going. That's awesome. Little Heartland can't go. That's okay if you can't go. That's all right. Master Jack says, D, you always have the best setups. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I love that you guys like the setups. All right, man, I'm getting sidetracked here. So Neil's question is, do you think YouTube will change the app once the beta version of YouTube is fully working? That is a fantastic question. Fantastic question. And I don't know the answer. I hope that they update the app because there's a lot of things. If you're only a mobile content creator, if you're doing all of this on your mobile device, you are getting the short stick when it comes to the things that YouTube offers. You can access full analytics if you go in through desktop mode in your browser. But if you're only using the app and you're a mobile creator only, you are absolutely getting the short stick on this. There's so many more analytics that you have access to on a desktop browser versus what you have in a phone. I actually feel bad. Like if all you have is your phone, I mean, it's plenty enough to make content with, but in terms of analytics, shame on YouTube for that. I love you, YouTube, but you're shutting out a whole bunch of people here. You guys should tweet YouTube and be like, we need more analytics in the app. Kryptonian, I love your attitude, man. The short stick is what I can work with right now. I love that. I love that. Hey, typical Alex, how's it going? All right, I'm going to pull some channels up. We are going to pull up some channels. 1 second. Who am I getting pulled up? Bryce's World. That's where it is. I got sidetracked there. Bryce's World, you're on deck. Let's find you, Bryce's World. Bryce's World. I'm curious to see what changes you made here. All right, Bryce's World. I don't remember what you had on your header. Whoa, why can you not see me? Okay, 1 second here. We've got a problem. This is the beauty of going live, right? You can count on problems. For those of you who are live streaming, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can absolutely count on all sorts of problems when you're live. Things will work all the time while you're testing it out. You test it, it works, it works, it works, it works. You go live, stuff falls apart. Okay, Bryce's World. We're going to look at your channel art first. Let's see what's going on. Bryce's World 1, tutorials, vlogs, challenges every other day. I can't tell on the phone. Is that Instagram? Bryce18, Bryce's World. Okay, we're going to start at your channel art here. I like you got your name in there and you talk about what your channel is about. Tutorials, vlogs, challenges every other day. I dig that. I know exactly what your channel is about now, right? Here's what I would recommend to you because, well, let me say this. If growing your channel is your goal, if you're wanting subscribers, you're wanting views, the last thing I would do right now is put your Twitter account and your Instagram account in your channel header because you're taking people off platform. People are landing on this and they're going to say, oh, Bryce's World's also on Twitter. They're leaving YouTube. Huge no-no. They're leaving YouTube and they're going to track you down on Twitter. They may or may not come back to you. They may or may not come back to YouTube. You just lost them. You just killed a session, right? This person was on YouTube, they're watching your content, you were getting watch time. They may have watched multiple videos, right? More watch time, more views, and you just send them off to Twitter. Now there's a good chance they're going down the Twitter rabbit hole, or they're going down the Instagram rabbit hole. YouTube rewards people who keeps viewers on the platform. YouTube rewards channels that keeps viewers on the platform. So if growing your channel is your goal right now, which it should be, because you've got a lower sub count and lower views, keep them on the platform. Do not give them any reason to go off platform. So I would absolutely remove your Twitter and your Instagram account. If that makes sense to you guys, let me know. Type in yes in the chat. But here's the thing. If growth isn't your goal and you're doing this for fun, or you've grown your channel to a level to where you're comfortable with that, then by all means, send them to wherever you want. I link out to multiple social media accounts. I link out to a lot of different things because I'm comfortable where my channel is. I'm not trying to get that momentum, the ball rolling. I'm not trying to get momentum going. My momentum's rolling, right? It's going. I'm the snowball rolling downhill. I'm picking up speed. So it's okay if I send people off platform here and there. Just starting out, you need all the momentum you can get. Okay, so everybody's like, yep. Hey, Davina Lane, how are you doing? Okay. Growth is my goal. Yeah, growth is your goal. There you go. Don't send them off platform. You have to look at your channel objectively, right? Like everybody in here, if growth is your goal and you're a new channel, you're trying to get the momentum, sit back, look at it and say, how can I create a channel where it keeps people swinging from one video to another? How can I create, as Nick likes to say, a watch time trap, right? How can I get people from one video to another video? Well, playlists can do that for one. Do you have any playlists? Okay, you've got one playlist, school day videos. What a playlist does, playlist creates binges, right? Let me go look at your other videos here because I know you're doing challenges, but let's say you created a playlist that's all of your challenges, and there's specific challenges. And I need to go back and look at your content. Hold on here. What I got for Christmas? Let me see your challenges. Yeah, so again, this is kind of like vlogging and stuff like that. You're having a hard time with your titles. This is always going to be difficult for titles because, for example, Frozen Shirt Challenge. If that's a popular challenge, people might be searching for that, so that's good. So one thing you could do is you could create a playlist that's like, the hottest YouTube challenges or YouTube challenges of 2019, create a playlist and put all of your challenges inside of one playlist. That way, as people come into your playlist, they can binge watch and go from one video to another video. You don't have any of that right now. So moving down to your thumbnails, and by the way, I'm going to come here and I'm going to see if you're pinning the comments. Boom, look at that. Okay, so pinned by Bryce's World. Bryce World nailed the comment. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share for awesome content. I'm going to heart all foments, I think you meant to write comments, in this video and have a great New Year's Eve. Okay, so you're telling them to subscribe. That's awesome. You've pinned your comment. That's awesome. What you can do right here, though, you can drop a link to get them to subscribe, right? To the link to get them to subscribe, or drop a link to a next video. Watch next, watch this video, or watch next and send them to a playlist. So they're going to stop. They're going to read this. They might subscribe, but if you had a subscribe link there, they might be able to tap on that. If you had a link to another video there, they might tap on that too. So you're like 90% of the way there, but hold on here. You're 90% of the way there. Just make sure you got videos in there. So coming down, you're hearting all your comments. That's awesome. That's good. Let me check another one here. Okay, so you haven't uploaded. Oh, that's popular videos. So here's another thing that you want to do. So I just come to your channel. Okay, so you uploaded. So you got your top up your last uploaded video here. So let me tap on this. Nope, that's the one I just opened. Pay attention, D. Pay attention. School Day 1. Now, in terms of titles, by the way, I just think it's rad that you're like young and putting your content out there on YouTube. Like, you guys have such an advantage over some of us who are like, we were a little bit older. Like you have an entire lifetime of learning how to make content and how to, work YouTube and other social media platforms. So I just think that's fantastic. Let's see how you're engaging down here. Yeah, another one. So, pinned by Bryce's World, you pinned a reply. You lost out on an opportunity to send somebody to the next video. So I would definitely do that on all of your videos. In terms of titles, think of it like this, School Day 1. That's going to be hard because who's searching for School Day 1? Try to come up with ways and try to think of a way to craft titles that people might be searching for. And again, I know this is hard for vloggers, but spend some time, look around, look at other successful vloggers, look at what they're doing, the successful channels, to see what they're doing to get, how they're putting their titles together. Your thumbnails. All right, your thumbnails are okay. I would like to know how these are performing. You can go in and check your click-through rate on these if they're performing for you. I like you get a YouTube face on one of these. I mean, you're getting some views on here. You're just getting started, but you're getting a little bit of views. So here's what I'd like you to do. This is the next step. I know you've come a long way from the first time we pulled you up. So get your channel art, get your social media off your channel art, keep them focused on the platform. And I want you to focus more, even more than you're already doing. Your next couple of videos, try to work really hard on getting some really eye-catching thumbnails put together. Even if that means if you have to cut yourself out, if you got to use PixArt or something, cut yourself out, put it on top of a background, right? Same picture, like this top video, cut yourself out, and you can actually maybe make the background black and white. You could leave yourself full color and maybe put some sort of a border or a drop shadow or some sort of a glow behind you, making you stand off of the background. And you can add, maybe thicker, bolder text on your thumbnails. And of course, be mindful of the timestamp because here the timestamp is covering up your text. So yeah, that's what you need to do. Fix your channel art header, channel banner, and try to get some really cool thumbnails. Spend some time studying other vloggers. Think of what you can do with that to make it more eye-catching. And you don't have to just put your picture up there. Like I said, you can cut yourself out. Make part of it a different color. Make it black and white. Make yourself colorful. Put a 2 or 3 or 5 pixel border, a white border around you. There's lots of things that you can do to make your thumbnails stick out. Okay, I'm going to jump into the chat here, see what you guys are saying, see what you're saying behind my back here. Phototherapy, how's it going? Flash in your pan. Hey, how's it going, Flash in your pan? Nice of you to stop by. Matt's Models, how are you doing? Amp Revenge is only 15. Dude, that's fantastic, man. I think it's so rad that you guys are getting going, you're just you're so young and you're on YouTube. I think that's so awesome. Yeah, T-Stamps, Bryce's World. Yeah, I think, Cody Warner, man. Cody Warner's killing it. His thumbnails are tight. So what Cody does a lot of times is he'll actually take screen grabs of his, he'll go out and he'll jump in the air in video, and then he'll do a freeze frame and turn that into a thumbnail. He actually has a video on that where he shows you how to do that in Snapseed, and he walks you through the process of how he does his videos. So yeah, anybody who's a vlogger in here, you should be following Cody Warner because that dude he's on fire. But I don't even need to tell you that. Those of you who follow him know exactly what I'm talking about. Fire Scarf says that's what they do. Zaggy, I'm 29. I started 2 years ago. Zaggy, I didn't know you were so young, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Started 2 years ago. Emily's Paper Caper, I'm 51. Emily's Paper Caper, a little known fact here. I'm not too far behind you. So high five and fist bump to you, Emily's Paper Caper. Phoenix 47, you're 16. Yukub Mahad says they're only 10. Okay, make sure you have your parents' permission to be on YouTube. Deb's Life started when they were 11. Okay. Bryce's World, I watch him. Okay, Bryce's World. Since you already watched Cody, I want you to go watch his thumbnail video. I think he has a video something about how I make my thumbnails pop or something like that. Go watch that video. Pay attention to it. Excuse me. Walk through the process with him. Look at what he's doing. Then go back and look at your thumbnails and think, what can I do to make my thumbnails really stand out? It might not be one image. You might, like I said, you might have to cut yourself out or make certain things colorful, but I think if you can get more eye-catching thumbnails and you can find a way to get titles that are a little bit more search-worthy, something that people can more easily find you, I think that's where you're going to win. No way. The man, the myth, the legend, Bobstar X is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, shout outs to Bobstar X. 61 people in here right now. Hashtag Bobstar X, let it roll. Because that's Bobstar X. Let it roll, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Bobstar X. If you were in Niman Live last night, you know what Bobstar X is all about. Let's go. Get them going. Bobstar X, here we go. I think Bobstar X is going to be like the official Niminati mascot. We need a mascot. And yeah, Dr. Stin, you were missed yesterday. I don't think you were around for Bobstar X, but it was a good one. There he goes. There he goes, Bobstar X. Bobstar X. Yeah, we need to get you. We need to subscribe to Bobstar X is what we need to do. We need to subscribe to Bobstar X. Bobstar X the Great. Master Mo and Bobstar X is someone who came into Niman Live last night. Normally, we don't do shout-outs. We never do shout-outs. And Bobstar X came in and he said, hey, guys, how about a shout-out? And for reasons unknown, Nick said, hey, Bobstar X, and he gave him a huge shout-out, and we just kept it going and kept it going and kept it going, and things just kind of spiraled out of control. And now Bobstar X is legendary. Josephine DeSmith says, oh my God, someone made a guitar out of colored pencils and it looks amazing. Josephine, I actually watched that and it is amazing. The thumbnail looks amazing, right? Like when I saw the thumbnail, it was suggested to me. I was like, I have to watch that. Amazing. Bobstar X the GOAT. You got it. Yeah. If you guys have not subscribed yet to Bobstar X, you're probably missing out. Can you check my Bobstar X? Exactly. All right. Have I missed any super chats? I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Stefani Family Farm, you're going to come up next, and That Nerd, I'm going to get you up there too. Let me find you. Stefani Family Farm, if you're still in here. Stefani Family Farm. Let's see if I can find you here. There you are. Is that the same one? Okay. So Stefani Family Farm. You are just getting started. It looks okay. So you've just got a couple of videos. Okay, you've got 3 videos. So that's great. Let's see what's going on here with you. Are you still in the chat, Stefani Family Farm? There you are. This is, I know I need to work on the thumbnails and uploading more. We're moving in February to a new place and pretty much starting the farm back up from nothing. That's totally cool. Let's have a look and see what you have. Give me just a second here. Okay. So, Stefani Family Farm Homestead. Right at the top. I love it. I know it tells me your channel name. Okay. Now, here's one thing. I don't know if you made this on a desktop or an Android, that you're talking about your channel art here, but you see how your text is getting cut off here down on the bottom? It's because on an iPhone, the iPhone is going to reposition your channel art just a little bit, and it's going to crop it in just a little bit. I'm looking at this on an iPhone right now. If I looked at this on an Android, it would actually fit perfectly. So what I would like you to do is go in and take your text, the homesteading, DIY projects, farming, cooking, daily vlog, which is fantastic. You tell me what your channel is about. I love it. Go ahead and just move that up. Go ahead and move that up, center that up maybe, just so it's right there and it's not getting cut off there on the iPhone. I'm going to guess you made this either on a desktop or an Android. I'm going to go to the chat here and see what you said here. You looked on your iPhone 5S. How did this look on your 5S? And did you look at it through the YouTube app, or did you look at it from a browser? That's interesting. So yeah, I'm looking at it here on the new, this is the XS, and I also have an iPhone 7, and both of these kind of display it the same way. So what I would do is I would just go in and move that text up, because there's going to be more people on some of the newer phones than there are on some of the older phones. A lot of people are upgrading. So just go in and move that text up a little bit just to make sure your message is crystal clear right there at the top. Yeah, use desktop, but the YouTube template in Snappa. Okay. Yeah, if you can just go in and just move your text up, that's going to fix it here on the newer phones. Okay, yeah, so that aside, I think your header's great. Other than that, just move that, and I think you're good to go. Your profile picture, that's shrunk down really small. I mean, I can see what it is on your on the header here, but if you're leaving a comment, if I'm scrolling through comments or I want to reply to somebody's comment and I see that profile picture, that's going to be so small, I'm probably not going to be able to read that it says Stefani Family Farms. I don't know how many of you are in your videos, if it's just one of you, your son or whatever, but I would consider putting one or two or all of you in your profile picture, or excuse me, or something that is more farm related, that's more identifiable as a farm channel, something that relates to farm homesteading, because when that shrinks down on a comment, I'm definitely not going to be able to read Stefani Family Farm. And of course, you said you need work on your thumbnails. That's fine. I'm going to drop a link into, I don't know if you're doing this, you said you're doing it on your desktop. Okay, there's going to be 4 of you in the vid. So maybe if you guys want to get together, like a fun, close-up shot, take that picture and then, zoom it in so that all of your faces are kind of in the picture. You don't want it too far back where people can't see you. Put all of your, smiling, friendly, or excited faces or whatever you want in your profile picture. Get it up close. Get it right up in there so when people are scrolling through looking at the comments, they can see it's entire family. They can see that, there's a group of you. There's a family there. I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now for making thumbnails. Now, you said you're making this on a desktop. That's fine. But you can look at this video, because anything that you use on a desktop, like if you use photopea.com, which is a free resource. You know what? I'm going to drop this in right now. Hold on. Photopea.com. Did I lock up here, guys? Am I still streaming? Yeah, so photopea.com kind of works like Photoshop. And guys, did I freeze up here? I think I'm freezing up on one of my... Yes, I did freeze up. It's all good. You're still here, D. Weird. Okay, I'm frozen on my end. That's strange. Give me 1 second here, guys. I need to refresh. Okay, so... follow that video, just kind of look through the video, and that's just going to give you a rough idea of how you can actually construct a thumbnail. I kind of go over how to move things around and how to add text, and you can apply the same principles with, any software or any app that you're using. The same basic ideas kind of apply. But if you've never watched somebody make a thumbnail, skim through that when you have the time, just to give you an idea of what's going on. Wow. Now this is interesting. Okay. So this one is 3 years old, or 3 years. Yeah. 3 years old, 2.3 thousand views. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. Hold on. Stefani Farm. Let me scroll down here. If you getting comments. Okay. And again, the same thing for you. And I know you're just getting started, so you don't have the engagement yet, but just remember to pin your own comment up here as the top comment, and then link them out to another relevant video. And then since you are just getting started, I will give you some advice in terms of what you can do for growing your channel. Like, let's say, because we've pulled up farming channels before on Nimmin Live, and I've looked at some not live before, and some of these farming channels, they have strange videos, like goat breeding, for example. Like they might make a video about how to breed a goat, and like all their other videos might be small, but the goat breeding videos are just huge videos. So as you're putting these videos up, if you notice that, okay, we put up this video on chickens, for example, how to build a chicken coop. And if that video takes off and you're starting to get a lot of views on that, make another one that's similar to that, right? Like ride that until it doesn't perform anymore. Keep making videos for the type of videos that they make. So if you have a video that's taken off and it's catching fire, people are coming in, the next video that you make, find a different spin on that or an update on that. Kind of keep building on top of that and keep people interested. And be sure to pin that comment and link them to another similar video. So if it's chicken coops, that video does well, link them to another chicken coop video that's relevant. Don't forget to add your cards. Don't forget to add your end screens, also linking them to relevant videos, because all of those things send them back to your other videos, which add more watch time, add more views, and it starts to build up and help your channel authority. Hey, Bobstar X, how's it going? The legend Bobstar X again. Oh, man. We need Bobstar X, man. I think you need to be a mascot. Bobstar, you got pulled up yesterday, man. You were pulled up yesterday on Nimmin Live, Bobstar X. All right, let me see who I need. Okay, the nerd. The nerd is coming up. I've got you just a second, brother. I'm going to jump into the form and answer a couple of these questions here because they are getting pulled up. Okay, the next one, they're getting backed up. The predictor says, excuse me, which do you prefer, TubeBuddy or vidIQ? What kind of question is that? TubeBuddy or vidIQ? First of all, TubeBuddy, absolutely TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy for every single video. TubeBuddy, right? They also sponsor the stream. If you don't have TubeBuddy, link in the description below. Look, if you use TubeBuddy, type in TubeBuddy right now in the chat. I know most of you, if not all of you, are using TubeBuddy. Hey, Leron, how's it going? I know Leron's, there he is. Just back from CES. Hope you're doing well, man. TubeBuddy here, TubeBuddy here. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, link down in the description below for that. If you don't have it, it can help you with your tags, your titles. It can help you with A/B testing with your thumbnails. One thing that which really cool with the app is I love doing the pre-made comments. You know what? Who uses the app? If you're using the TubeBuddy app, type in TubeBuddy app. Because I'm curious who's actually using the app versus who's using the desktop version. Predictor, I want an honest answer, D, not just because that they're your sponsor. That is an honest answer. Look, well, first of all, they don't have an app yet. So, so here's what I use. I'll tell you my entire process, and I'll tell you everyone that I use, full disclosure, and I'll tell you the order that I use them. So when I want to come up with a video idea, a brand new video idea that I haven't pulled out of a comment or somebody emailed me asking a question. If I'm just thinking, okay, I want a new video idea, I start with the YouTube app. That's the first thing I start with. Like I showed you guys earlier in the stream, I start typing in keywords, trying to see what's going to drop down in the menu, trying to see, okay, what are people looking for? So if it's Android screen recorders, because those videos do really well for me, and I'm thinking, what twist could I put on a screen recorder that might be, that people are searching for? I'll type in Android screen recorder. It's going to drop down and it's going to show me what people are searching for, right? That's step one. Step two, I'll go over to Google and I'll do the same thing and I'll see what Google starts to tell me. Step three, then I'm also, it's kind of step one and step three at the same time. So as I'm typing that in TubeBuddy, I'm usually doing that on my browser, on my desktop browser. So TubeBuddy shows up in the sidebar. If you're using the desktop version, you know that it shows up right on the sidebar. So as I'm typing it in, and it tells me if my channel will rank well for that, or if they think it will rank well or not. So as I'm typing that in, Android screen recorders, best Android screen recorders 2019, TubeBuddy's going to say, good, bad, whatever. It's going to tell me if it's too competitive or something like that. So I use TubeBuddy for that right away. Then I go into Morning Fame. I go into Morning Fame once I have my title together, and then I put my title into Morning Fame and I see what Morning Fame says about my title. Does Morning Fame suggest that my title is good or not? What do they think? And I look at the Morning Fame rankings. Then I do have vidIQ. I do use vidIQ, but they are the last ones that I use. And I go into vidIQ and then I see what they say about it. And then I kind of look at all of the data and I say, okay, this is what I use. And okay, this is what this says. This is what that says. But I use TubeBuddy more than I use anything. That's absolutely the truth. But I do use all of them. I'm trying to think. The main thing that I use TubeBuddy for on the desktop side would be A/B testing with the thumbnails. And that's where it really shines for me. And so if you see some of my, like if you go to my channel and you look at my thumbnails and you come back in a week or something and some of the thumbnails have changed or maybe the colors has changed, it's because I'm running an A/B test using TubeBuddy on the desktop side. So basically I upload 2 thumbnails and then over the course of 2 weeks, it equally distributes those thumbnails on YouTube, and then it comes back at the end of the 2 weeks or however long I set it for, and it tells me the results. Which one of these get more clicks? which one of these, which one of these bring more views, which one of these brings more subscribers, which one of these brings more watch time, right? And then based on what my goal is for the channel at that particular time, if I'm thinking, okay, I need more watch time, then I'll pick the one with more watch time. If I'm just thinking, okay, I need more, right now I'm in beast mode, I want subscribers, then I'll pick the one that brings more subscribers. So yeah, TubeBuddy really shines for that. So yeah, that is my workflow. And that's an honest answer. They're all good services though. They're all good. Okay. The predictor, I hope that satisfied you, man. Moving back to the form here. These things are piling up. Thank you so much for that. This one comes from Chicken the Duck. I love your name. Says, when do you think YouTube will fix the streaming issue? I've had this issue for 4 days. Wow. This is really getting annoying since I love streaming so much. And why do they not even tell us anything about the issue? It has been 4 days. Look, I didn't know about this issue until today. Last night when we went live on Nimmin Live, we had a couple people come in and they said, oh, I didn't get the notification. But I don't think we really put 2 and 2 together that notifications just didn't really go out. And then I heard Doug Houston YT say something about he didn't get notifications sent out either. Didn't really think about it, right? And tonight, everything just kind of like synced. And I was like, oh, like they didn't get any notifications. So I don't know. I'm sure, look, it's Google. I'm sure they are on top of it. I mean, it's YouTube, it's Google. Why wouldn't they not be on top of it? I know just like 3 days ago, they had a problem where they were showing screen grabs of the videos and not the custom thumbnails. As far as I know, that's completely been fixed. And now the past couple of days, they're having streaming problems where notifications are not going out and the scheduled videos are not showing up on the main page there. So yeah, that's a pain. That's a real pain. And people who rely on streaming, especially if you have a channel and you're getting super chats and stuff like that, if you're relying on the watch time, yeah, you're relying on that stuff. Hey, Chef Jelly, how's it going? If you rely on that stuff, yeah, it's painful, but they're going to fix it. It's YouTube. Bobstar X, I love you, man. I love you. You're going to be our mascot, but just tone it down, brother. Tone it down. Tone it down. The Kryptonian says, other live streams not having notifications. So when I asked earlier, the majority of the people in here said they did not have a notification from me. A couple people did. So I'm sure it's based on, some part of their system's working, part of their system is not working. Okay, did I get everybody here for the super chats? Nope, that nerd. We're going to get that nerd and pull you up. And Stefani Family Farm, you know what? I do apologize. I don't think I came back and read if you had any other questions, but I hope that answered everything. Hope that sets you off on in a good path there. Leron says, that's why I focus on building an email list so I can let people know about new videos. Boom, right there. Right? Like Leron, I was telling people, yes, I need an email list, and that's something that I'm actually working on. But I was telling people starting off, because a lot of people that were coming in early on when the stream started said, I only know because you posted on Twitter. So yeah, make sure you follow your favorite content creators on other social media platforms. So when stuff like this happens, you're notified. And likewise, let your community know that they need to follow you on all the other social media platforms. So when this happens, they can follow you. RPM Nexus in the house. How's it going? RPM Nexus, just to give you a heads up and just to let everybody here know, RPM Nexus has a fantastic tech channel. And when I'm finished live streaming tonight, he will be live streaming. RPM Nexus, what time are you going live? Go ahead and drop that in the chat right now. If you guys are into tech, head over to RPM Nexus's live stream when he goes live. But heads up to you, RPM Nexus, YouTube is not giving out notifications today and yesterday. So there's a good chance, RPM Nexus, your scheduled video is not showing to a lot of people, if not all of them. And when you go live, the notifications might not go out. So make sure, RPM Nexus, that you're letting everybody know across all the other social media platforms in the Discord that you're going live, because a lot of people are not getting notifications today. Boom. And there's that. DJ Gamer Boy, how's it going? Romantic. Thanks for coming in here. Supreme Nick says, do me please. Consider yourself done. All right, I'm going to go back to super chats because I need to pull up That Nerd. And I think that is the last of the super chats. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have dropped some super chats tonight. Much appreciated. That Nerd, you're on deck. Where are you at, That Nerd? Okay. By the way, since I got you here, Leron, I did get your email, by the way. I just haven't replied yet. I know you're going to CES, so I was like, okay, he's going to be busy for a while, but I got you. I'll get with you here shortly. I actually got to go out of town next week. No, this Wednesday I'm going out of town for a couple of days, and I'll be back, so we'll get this worked out, but I did get your email. Okay, That Nerd. Boom, there you go. Okay. That Nerd. So as you can see right out of the gate, That Nerd, your text is getting covered up by your profile picture. And it's just a little bit low. You probably made this on an Android or a desktop. That's cool. But what I would do if this were my channel, I would raise your text up a little bit and I would probably shrink it down so everything fits. So, That Nerd, and then put your tagline on there. Tell them what it's about because I have no idea what it says behind your profile picture. I would also consider changing the color of one of those. Change the color of either That Nerd or the text so one of them stands out. And when you change that color, whichever one actually is the most eye-catching, that's the one that I would put your tagline on. Like if you're going to tell people what your channel's about, I would make that the first thing that catches their eye. So whichever one of those colors it is, make it that. But I like that you've got yourself in the profile picture. I like the tune images that you have up there in the channel art. Coming down to your thumbnails. Oh, you got playing Fortnite, right on. Call of Duty. I just went through puberty. Excuse me. Hold on one second. I'm going to have a drink. Right? Awkward silence. All right. I like your thumbnails. One thing I would like to see, though, I would love it if you could come up with some sort of a look, a vibe that makes these thumbnails uniquely yours. Let's just say, for example, you've got this pyramid in your channel header, right? You've got this golden pyramid. What if you took that golden pyramid and you dropped it in one of these corners, bottom left corner, top right corner, top left corner, not the bottom right because that's where the timestamp is. I mean, you could do that and it would get covered by the timestamp, but it might work. But I would maybe put that pyramid somewhere on a thumbnail and put it in the exact same spot on every single thumbnail. That way, if your thumbnails all look different, that pyramid, that triangle is going to pull them all together and then pull it all together with your channel header as well and kind of make that, that's your brand. That's your look. Because right now, as it stands, these thumbnails could belong to any gaming channel. I don't know that they're yours. But if I got to know your content, if I saw these thumbnails suggested to me next to some other videos and they had that, let's just using the triangle, the pyramid as an example, if it was on there, then I would say, oh, that's That Nerd's thumbnail. I like his stuff. I'm going to tap on that. Other than that, I like it. I'm going to nitpick and say, when you're not using the game logos, I would try to just use like one font, a nice, bold, easy to use font. And little things too, like, do you see how much more the yellow text stands out on top of the blue, right? When you've got yellow on top of blue, but then like the red on top of blue doesn't work so well. So I would pay attention to font colors like that and try to find the colors that stand out the most. Obviously, yellow or gold stands out more on top of blue. Red really doesn't. So I would come through and I would change out your red text as well. You want to make these as eye-catching as possible. And some of these are. Like that one looks dope, man. That's really eye-catching. That one looks good too. So you know what you're doing. I would just recommend coming through and polishing everything up. Okay, and you're doing live stream, so that's cool. Let me tap here. Let me see if people are leaving your comments here. Hold on. Scrolling down. What do you got here? Okay, so right here, I'm going to shame you right here in front of everybody. You've got two people who left comments on your channel. Oh, you can't see that, can you? You've got 2 people who left comments on your channel. One of them left a comment 3 days ago. One of them left a comment 4 days ago. You haven't dropped a heart on them. You haven't replied to them at all. Now, those of you who are gamers in here, and I know there's a ton of gamers. You know what, gamers, as we do every single Sunday, represent. Show of hands, #gamer. Let me know if you're a gamer. Let everybody in the chat know that you're a gamer, because I want you all to hear this. Let her rip, gamers. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Let's go, 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 go. Let her rip. I know there's a ton of you. Here it comes. Here it comes. Gamers, let her rip, man. Let her rip. Let her rip. Let her rip. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. That's right, Leron. You know. Leron knows. And guys, by the way, another amazing tech channel. Leron, you see him right there. Leron, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, man. I apologize for that. Is it Segev? You have to write that out phonetically for me, man. Apologize for that. Awesome tech channel. This guy definitely knows what he's talking about. Like, if you want to take notes from people, go follow him as well. Like, he's one of those people you can see what he's doing and follow what he's doing, because he gets it. He understands it. Okay, so all of you gamers, right? How hard is it as a gaming channel? You know it's hard. Week after week, stream after stream, email after email, DM after DM. Hey, I got a gaming channel. How do I grow? Got a gaming channel. How do I get viewers? I got a gaming channel. How do I get subscribers? Right? Okay, well, it's hard. You've got your work cut out for you. And then the last thing you want to do when you get viewers, when you get subscribers, is this. I mean, by the way, the nerd, you know what? I am going to pick on you, the nerd, because you need to be replying to these people, man. These people came to watch you game, brother, and you ignored them, right? So as hard as it is to have a gaming channel, you cannot ignore the people who do show up. It doesn't matter if it's 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. You need to make it a part of your day, every single day, to go in to your comment area. Look for people who left a comment. If you're in a hurry, and believe me, I know life gets in the way of stuff, leave a heart at the very least. Leave a heart at the very least. But if you can, leave a comment. 3 days ago, this guy asked, hey, when is the next Fortnite stream? This dude right here wants to watch your next stream, and you ignored him. Right? So, you understand, man. Had to take you 2 days off to issues I was having. Dude, life gets in the way. Believe me, I understand just as well as all of you do. Life can always get in the way. But like, dude, when you're sitting down on the toilet, you're taking a crap, or you're trying to go to bed, or you're trying to wake up, whatever you're doing, get out, man. Look at your comments. Leave a heart. If you're in a hurry, you're riding the bus, you're in a taxi, you're in an Uber, you're in a bus, just leave a heart, dude. Even if you don't have enough time to do anything else, just drop a heart on there. All right. So now, yeah, so that's what I got for you. You know, you've got to build, you know, and I know I was picking on you there, but like, I really want you to understand how important it is that you need to build that community around you. Gaming is tough, and the last thing you want to do is ignore the people who are coming to check you out, right? Engage, man, engage, build that community. Midnight Madness says, D, I'm going to tell you what Nick told me yesterday. Keep it classy. Yeah, see, that's Nick's channel. I do keep it classy. You know, I didn't use, that was still a family-friendly word. Joey and Kayla, thank you for the super chat. I will get you in the queue. That was as classy as I could be, Midnight Madness. And the first mistake is thinking I was classy. Mistake number 1. Yeah, Wallbreaker says, I heart all and comment to most. Yeah, hit them all with something. And so this happens to me too. You know, like I'll get videos with hundreds of comments, sometimes over 1,000 on some of these things. So I have to go back sometimes, and like, you know, I use TubeBuddy for this. I go back and I look for comments that I haven't replied for, because sometimes you overlook them, right? Sometimes you'll get a blitz of comments. I'll wake up and overnight I've had like, you know, 100 comments come in, and you think that you get them all, but sometimes you miss some. So I'm constantly in a stage of going backwards and trying to find old comments that I didn't reply to. And when I find them, and I always do, I always apologize for the late reply. I say, hey, you know, I apologize for the late reply. Didn't catch this one. Thanks for watching, blah, 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 blah. And, let them know. Even if you haven't replied, like if there's people that you haven't replied to and it's been a while, go back and reply, apologize, let them know that you're just now seeing it, you overlooked it, whatever you want to tell them, just be honest with them, and then heart it and leave a comment. They'll appreciate that. Simply Beth, I bake cakes. That's right, you got it. Whew. Okay, so I'm surprised there's 62 people in here and notifications did not go out for most people. So for everyone who shared this out on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to check right now, see if anybody shared this out. Booga Wooga, thank you, Cricket, for the share. Much appreciated. Simply Beth dropped a hashtag Niminati. I love that. Thank you so much. Well, let me see here. Who else shared this? Oh, nobody new shared this. Okay, that's cool. If you haven't shared it out, share it out on Twitter right now. Much appreciated. All right, let me jump into the forum here and answer a couple more questions, and I'm going to pull up a couple more channels. And let me see how my time is doing here. All right. We'll see here. Yeah, here's the funny thing about questions. You would not believe how many people call me Nick. Like if you say, hey, Nick, in the forum, 1,000% I'm not going to answer your question. Okay, JT Hickman. I don't know if you're still in here, JT Hickman, but if you are, here's your question and your answer. It says, D, I moved my channel into a brand account. Excuse me. My question is, my custom URL choice seems to be locked to the main account and it won't let me pick a name matching my brand. Any thoughts? Let me read that again. I'm not 100% sure I understand that. My question is, my custom URL choice seems to be locked to the main account. JT, are you still in here? Okay, there you are, JT. JT, can you kind of reword that again? Because I'm not 100% sure I understand that. Are you telling me that when you change to a brand account that you cannot choose a custom URL and you lost your old one? Or are you telling me that the one that you want is not available? I'm not 100% sure if I follow you there. Yeah, and just so you guys know, in case you're wondering the difference between like a normal account and a brand account, if you guys want to have a channel manager, let's say you want to hire somebody like Nick or Roberto Blake or Daryl Eves or Tim Schmoyer or Brian G. Johnson, somebody to actually come in and like help you, you want to hire them to manage your channel, help you grow, you need to give them access to your channel. And you do that by having a brand account. And that basically gives them access to come in. They get access to your data. They can see everything that's going on. If you don't want to do that, there's really no real reason that I'm aware of to have a brand account. Now, heads up to anybody who is going to go and get a brand account. When I first started my channel, I moved over to a brand account and I actually lost my URL. Like I started off, D Nimin, and then I changed over, and they warn you that they don't have to give you your custom URL. So stories that pop. I love this. I tell stories for kids. Thank you so much. Stories that pop. Did you want me to pull your channel up? Let me know. Yeah. So anyway, it took 2 weeks to get my custom URL, D Nimin, reinstated. And then when I reached out to them, they were like, oh, well, you were warned and, we don't actually have to give it back to you. Only because somebody with a much larger channel was able to contact somebody and handle it. That's the only way I got my custom URL back. So tread lightly, move into a brand account. JT, okay, says the reason I did that was because I screwed up my name and I can't change it again for 90 days. Okay. Okay, so my original good account was pointed to a name, Hickman Place, but in my brand account, that's the only name I can choose from. JT Hickman, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to drop my email into the chat right now. Go ahead and email that and explain it to me the best you can, because that's probably going to take, I'm going to have to look at it a little bit more because I'm still not 100%. I kind of understand, but go ahead and email that to me. Write that out and email it to me, and that way I can kind of communicate with you there. Stories that pop. Did you want to get pulled up? Do we have does DJ Gamer Boy angry? DJ Gamer Boy, are you angry? Don't be angry, man. Be cool. Bobstar X, man, love it. All right, so we're going to pull up a couple more here. Let's see. I got that nerd. Bryce's World, gotcha. Stefani's Farm, gotcha. Nerdy Girl Adventures, okay. Nerdy Girl Adventures, you're coming up. Then Joey and Kayla, you're coming up. Stories that pop. Let me know if you want to get pulled up. And RPM Nexus, are we getting you pulled up, or are you just donating to the cause? RPM Nexus, I got your super chat. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Are you donating to the cause, or do you want me to get you pulled up? And again, happy birthday to Cricket. There she is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cricket. Happy birthday to you. Love you, Cricket. Cricket, thank you so much for being part of the community here. Okay, we'll get you pulled up. So where is it? Pop. Hey, Ratty Star, no notification sent. Yes, today, YouTube, and I think yesterday, maybe the day before, YouTube is not, they're not sending out notifications on live streams, maybe not even videos. I don't know. Don't even know. Leron, yeah. So here's the funny thing, Leron. So here's the thing. Here's my YouTube history. And I think I've talked about this in one interview or something like that. My YouTube history, okay, when everybody started on YouTube a long time ago. They had an account. And my very first YouTube channel, it wasn't actually like, hey, I'm going to do YouTube because I want to do YouTube. I just had it, and I thought, I could put a couple videos up there because it'd be fun. And those of you who are friends of mine, I'll be happy to show you this in private. I can't show this publicly for reasons I can talk to you about later. My very first video on a channel that's dead, like I don't think I have access to that channel anymore. My very first video to this date, has over 2 million views. Total luck. I happened to put up a video that showed something kind of crazy that was happening in Thailand, and it just exploded, and it has over 2 million views on the very first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, I don't think I have access to that channel anymore, and it's not something that I'm doing, but yeah, it's just a freak thing. Yeah, you know what? Let me Leron, let me check really quick. Hold on one second. Let's see what it's up to. Yeah, I can't even access it. Hold on here. And Leron, yeah, remind me that if you talk about this next time I see you at VidCon or VidSummit or something, right now it has 2.1 million views. 2.1 million views, and it was uploaded 8 years ago. So yeah, that was my first first video. 2.1 million views, and I don't even have access to the channel anymore. I don't even remember the email that I used to sign. It was, I had it for like, a year or something, and maybe I opened it with I don't even know. One of these days. Hope you're monetized. No, here's the funny thing about that. So I actually, because I have a production background and stuff like that. Man, I used a music source who was sold, and I'd have to go. I mean, this is 8 years ago, right? I don't remember the name, but I had licensed music. They sold their company to somebody else. Somehow the licensing didn't pass through or something like that. So that company came back and they claimed the monetization on that video. And then I couldn't find my original license for it. So I didn't make a penny off of that video. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, Leron, we'll talk about it when I see you at VidSummit or something like that. Yeah. Oh, I was making a thing called YouTube and I got 2 million views. Right? Yeah, I was just doing a thing and 2 million views. So yeah, that was the thing that I did without actually without actually trying. So then when I actually decided that I was going to, make a YouTube channel, Nick was doing it and he was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. And I thought, okay, I'll try it. I didn't want to start a channel without knowing how the platform worked, right? Like I didn't want to, and look, you guys know my brother, Nick, and Nick, if you're still in here, say something, but like, I have to follow Nick. You know what I mean? Like he's on top of his game. He's coming here spitting fire. Supreme Nick, bro, you're kidding me, right? No, I'm not kidding you, man. I'm not kidding you. Spitting the truth right there. Yeah, man. So anyway, so yeah, I got to follow Nick, right? So I had to make sure that when I opened up my real channel, I had to make sure that I came in swinging. You know what I mean? I had to make sure that I came in, I understood what was going on. My thumbnails were on point. I had to make sure my branding was there. I had to make sure my videos were on point. So, and I mean, we've gotten way sidetracked here. I did a test channel to learn the process, uploading all that stuff. And I don't even like go to that channel anymore. I don't reply to comments because it's not a channel that I actually want to continue doing. I'm like done. I'm thinking about actually deleting it, but it was an ASMR channel. I think Beanie Draws knows that. I did like a test ASMR channel because I'm like, okay, well, I don't have to show my face in there, which I ended up doing on a couple that I ended up deleting. But I just wanted to learn the system, so I did like a test ASMR thing, and which I'm not really good at it, but it let me learn the platform, right? So then, when I actually came in on this channel, I had a much better understanding of how everything worked because I didn't want to like come out here and fumble. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's Nick's brother, because people, I was getting the look, like, okay, well, what's this guy going to do? I needed to come out of the gate swinging. So, I did that practice channel for just a little bit and honed my skills just a little bit in terms of learning the platform. And then, yeah, flash in the pan. And then, here I am. We just got way off track, man. Way off track. Yeah, dude, always be testing, always, be learning. All right, so I need to get caught up. Yeah, Leron, when I see you again, dude, I'll show you that video. There's actually 3 videos. I think the others might have like, a couple 100,000 views on one of them or 100. I don't know. I haven't looked. I am going to look. Hold on here. So there's 3 videos that I uploaded. Where is it at here? So the first video's 2.1 million views. Yeah. Okay. So the first video, 2.1 million views. Second video is 467,000. And then the other one is 194,000 views. But, this is 8 years ago. And there's like 3,000 subscribers on that channel 8 years ago. And I don't even have access to it anymore. I don't think so. But whatever. Not interested in that anymore. Moving along. All right. Story. Oh no, we got to pull up. We got that nerd Joey. Okay, Nerdy Girl Adventures. Yeah, guys, I get sidetracked really easily. Nerdy Girl Adventures. Let's see, Nerdy Girl Adventures. Let's see if I can find you. There you are. Nerdy Girl Adventures. Simply Beth, you're such a tease. Give us the channel name. Okay, so for the one with the big views on it, if you look, those of you who go to Vid Summit or VidCon, I'm happy to show it to you, and I'll explain to you why I can't put it out on the internet right here with like this. You'll know when I explain it to you why, because of where I live and what the content is about. It could kind of backfire on me and cause some problems. So basically, I highlighted some things that people shouldn't be doing. It was kind of like, oh, I caught you doing this, and I filmed it a couple of times, and it just exploded. And I can't do that and live here safely while showing my face and all that stuff. So I got to be low key. All right, Nerdy Girl Adventures. Let's get you pulled up. Boom, there you are. Nerdy Girl Adventures. Okay, you got 1,585 subscribers. Fantastic. You're a gamer. I didn't expect that. So right away, here's what I'm going to tell you. So as soon as this came up, and I saw Nerdy Girl Adventures, and I thought this was a travel vlogger. I thought you were a travel vlogger. Because it looks to me like there's like a mountain in the background, and I thought, okay, travel vlogger. Boom. Then I come down and I see your thumbnails. You're a gamer. So the first thing I would tell you, all of this game imagery that you have going on in your thumbnails, which are really eye-catching, right? These are really eye-catching thumbnails, very colorful. You need to come up with a channel banner, channel header that reflects the fact that you're a gamer, right? I got a complete mixed thought on your channel. As soon as it loaded up, I thought, oh, a travel vlogger, but you're not. So I would make it clear through the imagery or through what it is that you say in your channel art to tell people that you're a gaming channel and let them know what type of games that you actually play. Second thing that I would do, because of your size right now, if growth is your goal, the last thing that I would do is send people off platform. So like Facebook, Instagram, and I'm not sure what's hiding behind your profile picture there, and your Discord, you're giving people 4 opportunities, well, 4 on a desktop, 3 on a phone. You're giving people multiple reasons to leave YouTube, to go off platform, right? YouTube doesn't like that. Keep people on platform as much as you can, especially when you're new, because you're gonna send them down a rabbit hole on another platform, and they may or may not come back to your channel. So let's say I come in and I'm okay, Fortnite Battle Royale, playing with subs, and I'm watching this video, or I want to watch this video, and I say, oh, they're also on Instagram. I wonder what's happening on Instagram. I find you on Instagram, and poof, I'm gone, right? You know how it is on Instagram. Next thing you know, you're spending 20 minutes, 30 minutes on Instagram. They may or may not come back to your channel ever again if they didn't subscribe. So I would get rid of all of that stuff for now. A little bit later on, you can add that stuff back as you grow your channel up. But again, YouTube rewards people who keeps viewers on the platform. Now, as your channel does get bigger, you know, send them off because it's not going to hurt you so bad. But at this stage, focus everything to your videos. Funnel them right into your videos. Don't give them any reason to leave. So header, put that together. Your thumbnails, I think they're good. I think they're colorful. Little nitpicky things here, and I'm looking for things here because I think they look good. So I'm going to look, you know, I'm going to nitpick here on you. Little things like putting the YouTube logo on your thumbnails, completely unnecessary. It just clutters up the thumbnail. They're obviously on YouTube. They know they're on the platform. It's not necessary to put like YouTube logos on here. And when you're typing out your fonts, right? Like Nerdy Girls Adventures, you know, whatever that little text is underneath Fortnite there, right? Some of these are really difficult to read. The font choice that you chose here for the Nerdy Girl Adventures, right? Like that stuff is really difficult to read. So I would simplify the text that's on your thumbnails, make it a bolder text, simple, easy to read. You know, just keep it really simple. And I would remove the YouTube logos, totally unnecessary. And technically, you don't even need to, I wouldn't even put the live stream stuff on there because they can see by the text that it was streamed 2-3 days ago. Streamed. Okay, so you're getting people in your stream. So 516 views came in on this stream. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how you're treating your community. Okay, you're dropping hearts. Fantastic. So like I said, I don't know where you came along in the chat, but one thing that you should be doing that I recommend that you do, leave a comment right here along the top, pin it. You can pin your own comment and then suggest them to watch another video or another playlist. And for those of you just coming in, I'll show you just a quick example of that in case you're not doing it, because I know some people have come and they've gone. I'll give you an example right here. So if somebody comes in here, they scroll down, the first comment that they're going to see right here, I've pinned it myself, pinned by D. Niman. One, I asked them a question, so it gives people to leave a comment down below. The second thing I've done is I've put a little fire emoji, the color to get their attention. Then I tell them watch next, best mobile video editing apps, and I link out to it, right? That's going to send them off to another video. You can also link out to a playlist, and that's going to create more watch time. It's going to give you more views. Do that on all of your videos. Believe it or not, that adds up. Like creating that web of content, you know, over the course of, 50 videos, 60 videos, 70 videos, 100 videos, 1,000 videos, right? All of those little links that you have under every single video. And I have some videos where I actually list two. I'll say like, watch next, and I'll link out to something. Then I'll put also watch, and I'll link out to another one. But just make sure that they're relevant, right? For example, if somebody comes on my channel and they're watching an Android video, I want to make sure that I give them a relevant link that helps Android. I wouldn't put an Android video and then link out to an iPhone video. So make sure that you keep everything relevant. If they come for Fortnite, link them out to another Fortnite stream or another Fortnite video. So that's what I would do with you. Focus on getting your channel art together and fix some of that text that's in your thumbnails. Focus on that, get that together, and then come back and see me in a week or two, and then we'll kind of dig in from there. Hope that was helpful. But you know what you're doing with building your thumbnails. I think your thumbnails look dope. You just need a little bit of polishing there. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat just a little bit here. 3 guys, 1 second. Hold on, I need just a second here. All right, that was enough. Hey, Ken Lime Pie, you're still here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Nerdy Girl Adventures, those are really good ideas. Thank you so much for viewing my channel. I'll definitely work on those and get the art together. Yes, like I said, your thumbnails look dope. You can get it together. Just pull that coolness up into your channel art. Just don't clutter it up, and then come back, right? Come back and let's see what happens from there. I love seeing people make the changes and then they come back, right? Making those steps, making those moves. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's see. Who else do I need to pull up? Okay, next on deck would be Joey and Kayla. So Joey and Kayla, you're up. Then Stories of Pop and then Ratty Star. And then for the Super Chats, that's going to be the last of the Super Chats. Thank you, everybody who's dropped a Super Chat to get your channel pulled up. Much love. Thank you so much. After that, I'll pull a couple out of the chat. And any Super Chats that come in after that, it's just going to be to support the cause. And by supporting the cause, I mean buying coffee, possibly M&Ms. All right, Joey and Kayla, let me get you pulled up. Joey and Kayla. Let's see what Joey and Kayla are up to. Where are you at, Joey and Kayla? There you are. Joey and Kayla. Okay, what are you doing here? So, again, all this stuff is like first impression. So, what I'm telling you is what I see as soon as I pull up your channel. Literally first impressions. First thing I see Joey and Kayla, right? That's cool. That's your channel name. I dig it. I love it. But what should have caught my eye first and foremost is what this channel is about. Think, laugh, be entertained. And I'm going to guess it says new videos every Thursday and Sunday. All right, so here's what I would do. If this were my channel, here's what I would do to redesign this. First of all, I love that it's colorful. Very eye-catching. I dig that. So what I would do, hold on, I've got some chat messages here. Hold on here. Okay. So I would just kind of flip that around, because a lot of YouTube stuff, I mean, it's about the viewer. I mean, it's about you. You're making the content because you want to make the content, but the viewer sees it as it's about them, right? So when I'm coming to your channel, the first thing that I want to see as a viewer is how, like, what is this channel about, and why should I be interested in this channel? So the first thing I see is Joey and Kayla. Well, because I don't know Joey and Kayla means nothing to me. You haven't given me any value yet. You haven't provided anything of value. You haven't entertained me. You haven't shown me anything. You haven't taught me anything. So at this stage, Joey and Kayla doesn't mean anything. I would kind of fine tune, think, laugh, be entertained. Okay, that's not bad, but I think you might be able to come up with something a little better right there. And I would make that the most eye-catching part of your header, right? Tell them what the channel is going to be about. My eyes should have hit that first. Like your name, But if you tell me what it's about, think, laugh, be entertained, nice and big, with Joey and Kayla, smaller, right? If you haven't provided value yet, your brand, your name, like, I don't know you. It's not that important yet. And then the text along the bottom, I would just move that out just a little bit because your profile picture is getting covered up. Second thing I would do, nitpicking here. I love that you have both of you in the profile image yourself, but it is kind of small. I would focus in on that. Zoom in, get your face up on one side, get her face on the other. Let it be seen, because you're really tiny in there, especially if you're leaving comments or something like that. I wouldn't be able to make out what that is, leaving a comment. I mean, it looks good. You could leave it. But if you're like, hey, D, redesign my channel, that's what I'm doing to the header. That's what I'm doing to the profile picture. Coming down to your thumbnails, I absolutely love the color scheme that you're using. Super eye-catching. Like, really eye-catching. I like that you're putting both of your faces in the thumbnails and some of these. Yeah, I like your thumbnails, man. Yeah, I dig these a lot. These are eye-catching. I probably wouldn't recommend anything on the thumbnails. Just keep going. See if they work for you. See if they're performing well for you. you're just kind of getting started, so you're not going to have a lot of data to test these yet. As your channel grows, you'll want to start testing these, looking at the click-through rate, seeing if they're doing well or not. But they're super eye-catching, so I dig that. Let's go in here. We're going to see how you're dealing with your community. And that's what I'm going to start doing when I'm pulling up channels. I want to make sure people are actually talking to their community. Boom, look at that. Hearts. Missed one. Yeah, make sure you guys go back and heart every single comment or reply to them, one or the other or both. And again, same thing for you. Like I mentioned for the others, pin a comment and hand them off to another relevant video that you think that they're going to like, or a playlist. Believe it or not, that does work. For those of you who are pinning comments, you're pinning your own comment. If you're getting a good amount of traffic through there and people are going down and leaving comments, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You putting that link down there, you definitely bring some views to some older videos. So that's what I've got for you. I mean, yeah, I would really get your channel art together, fine tune that. Look, you know how to make the thumbnails. Your thumbnails look great. I dig them. Just get your message together. Think about how you can make the information in your channel art more clear. Clarify the entire message, so when somebody lands on it, like I don't have to think what it is. And Joanne Kayla is not the most important thing. The message that you're going to share with them, that's the most important thing at this stage. So that's what I've got for you. And of course, pin those comments and make sure you reply or heart every single person. Because look, it's hard enough. It is really difficult to get. Oh, by the way, I think that looks great. Good quality. You guys look like a fun couple. Okay. So yeah, so you're hearting everybody. I'm guessing that you're replying. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're engaging. That's good. Stay on top of it. Just go through and pin those comments. Make a comment, pin it. Not comments, comment. Put that under every single video. And it's not too late to do it now. Basically, you do that by leaving your own comment, then you pin it and link it out to another video. Do that on every single one of your videos, because you never know when one of these videos is going to get pushed by YouTube, especially because you're a new channel. And as your channel grows, you're going to be surprised to see what videos YouTube says, hey, we're going to start suggesting this video out. I have videos that I thought were totally dead. Like maybe they brought in 1,500 views, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, YouTube's like, hey, check this out. We're going to give you 10,000 views out of nowhere. Literally over the course of just a couple days, here comes 5,000 views. Whoosh, here it comes on an old video that I thought was totally dead. So all of those comments that I have linking out to other videos, that in turn send traffic to those older videos, which gives them a little bit of lift. You see what I'm saying? It all helps kind of get that ball rolling. Nerd ropes. Ken Lime Pie, you got it, man. Nerd ropes. All right. Yeah, I think the theme of the day is pinning your comment. Pinning a comment and leaving a link or a link out to a playlist. I think that would be the theme of the day. And the second theme of the day would be YouTube's notification system is not working. So that's 2 things that we're doing today. Animate Lego, how's it going? Middle Earth Lore, nice to see you in here. Darren Boost, nice to see you in here. You guys coming in. Did you get, okay, those of you who are late to the party, did you get YouTube notifications? YouTube has not been sending out notifications tonight. So if you got notifications, type in yes. If you did not, type in no. I'm curious because I'm going to call somebody at YouTube, not really, and I'm going to put them in the corner and put the dunce cap on them. Wall Breaker did. Walter's World, how's it going? No, you did not. Phoenix 47, my channel sucks and I don't know why. I'm not getting any views. Okay, well, let me, I'm going to quickly pull you up on the desktop here. Okay, Phoenix 47. Dude, you have 3 videos. No, you don't. Okay, you have what, you have 11 videos. You've been at this for 3 months. Okay, so Phoenix 47, without pulling your channel up, I'm going to tell you, basically it works like this. All the advice that I've been giving these other channels, all of that stuff applies to all of you. If you're like, hey, my channel's not doing so hot, what can I do to improve my channel? Literally every single thing that I'm telling these other channels, all of that applies to you. Your header, clarify the message in the header. Get something cool, get together for your profile picture. Make sure your thumbnails are on fire and get good titles together. pin your comments, right? Pin a comment, link out, get your playlist together. These are all things that will definitely help you. Where did I put your, let me go through and, man, I just lost you. There you are, Phoenix 47. Okay, you're a gamer and you've got titles like Mission Base, Test Subject, Underwater Base, right? And these thumbnails, I mean, not to be hard on you, man, but you need to learn how to craft better gaming thumbnails. I mean, this is something that's, I can't stress this enough. You need good titles, right? Like these are not titles that are searchable. People are not going to find you with these titles. And your thumbnails, like it almost looks like you're letting YouTube choose the thumbnail for you. So you're going to have to study. I'm not even sure what games you're playing. So maybe in your channel header, tell people what games you're playing. But in terms of your thumbnails, whatever game you're playing, go type that game into YouTube, right? Go to the search at the top, type that game in, and look at the top 10 thumbnails. Those are the thumbnails that are getting clicked, right? Like your thumbnails need to look as good as those, if not better. So you have to put in the time, you have to acquire the skill to learn how to make great thumbnails. If you don't, I'm sorry to say, you're going to be dead in the water. You learn how to do whatever it is. You learn how to ride a bike, you learn how to skateboard, you learn how to speak other languages, you learn how to speak English, you learn how to do sports, you learn how to play football. You learn all of this stuff. You learn how to use the internet. Do you remember the first time somebody handed you a smartphone, how awkward it was? Maybe not if you're a kid, but if you're a little bit older, like I am, you know, we went from like touch phones to smartphones, and I felt like a dummy trying to figure this out. But these are all things that you have to learn how to do. Look, man, learning how to craft your titles, learning how to make thumbnails, you got to learn that skill. Like that's just all there is to it. Gaming is super saturated, Your Majesty XX. It is super, super, super saturated. But if you're entertaining, if you're a good gamer, if you bring something different to the table, something unique, if you can think of a way to have an edge, find a niche within a niche, or a niche within a niche within a niche, you have a chance. But with no titles and thumbnails that look like everybody else's, you know, you're lost at sea. But where'd you go? Phoenix 47, you don't suck. So let's be clear about that. You don't suck at all. You just don't yet have the skills to make this happen. So go watch tutorials. Go look at the top YouTubers playing the same games that you're playing. Look at their channel art. Look at their titles. Look at their thumbnails. Study their descriptions, right? Look at their descriptions. Look at everything they're doing. All the people who are succeeding at the same games that you're playing. Say, okay, this is how the top people are playing. How can I learn how to do that? And it is overwhelming because you have a lot to do, but one at a time. You know, learn how to make thumbnails, right? Focus on that. Every, you know, you're riding the bus, you're sitting in a taxi, you're wasting time, you're sitting on the toilet, whatever it is, practice making thumbnails. Then learn how to craft a title. Then make your channel art, right? You got to acquire those skills. And Eric, to answer your question, where did it go? That was a good one. Hold on. I think you asked, do I ever get tired of saying the same thing? No, I don't get tired of saying it, but I just wish that people who are in the chat who keep saying, review me, review me, review me, review me, review my channel, I wish that they would pay attention to the channels that are getting reviewed, because I may or may not be able to pull everybody up. Usually I don't get a chance to pull everybody up, but like everything applies to everyone. So if you're like, hey, pull me up, pull me up, pull me up, like whatever I'm going to say about the channels that I get pulled up, listen to what I'm saying, then look at your channel and see if that applies to you. And if it does, you know, go work on that and then come back with something new. Because if I pull you up, right? If I pull somebody up and I tell you the exact same thing that I told the channel before you don't get any value out of that because I've already shared the same information. But if you took that information that I told the channel before you, the 5 channels before you, take that information, apply that to your channel. Don't ask for a channel review today. Apply all of that stuff to your channel, then come back in a week or 2 or 3 or however long it takes after you've applied all of that. Then you come back and you ask for a channel review, because then I can dig in and give you help, tell you things that I haven't told other people yet. That's how you get real value out of the channel reviews. Otherwise, I just keep saying the same thing, and you know, people don't actually get true value out of that. And I do realize that some people just want to have their channels pulled up on the screen. But yeah, Phoenix Brother, you don't suck. You just got to acquire those skills. And you can definitely do it. But look at the biggest gamers. Yeah, Eric, yeah, the principles you teach are universal and apply to everybody. We can learn from reviewing other channels. Yes, every YouTuber. Nick does channel reviews. Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, Brian G. Johnson, every single channel who does channel reviews, channel audits, whatever, go watch that stuff and apply that stuff to your channel. All that stuff applies to everybody. Middle Earth Lore says, wow, YouTube kicked me out of the stream. What is going on YouTube? Yeah, YouTube is kind of dropping the ball today. All right, we got to pull up. I think another super chat came in. Did I see somebody come in last time? Okay, Passive Income University. Hey, D, starting this week with my new channel. Would love for you to review my banner. No video uploads yet. Great stream. Okay, I will check out your banner. For everybody else, we're not going to do any more super chat reviews. Next up on the list is Stories That Pop, then Ratty Star, then Passive Income. Okay, 1 second. Here's Stories That Pop. I love that name, by the way, Stories That Pop. And you said you read stories for children. Stories That Pop. Why can't I find you? Let's see here. Gotta love YouTube. There you are, Stories That Pop. All right. Boom. Stories That Pop. Tall tales for short people. Okay, I love that. Tall tales for short people. Stories That Pop. Okay, so one thing that I might do, I like tall tales for short people, and I like stories that pop. Of course, be mindful that your profile picture is covering up your logo. So maybe you want to flip all of that around, right? Maybe flip that, put your logo on the other side, text on the other side. Just make sure that your text isn't getting covered up by your profile picture. And another thing, I don't know what the goal is of your channel, but I don't know what you have on storiesthatpop.com, but if you don't have anything on there right now that's business related, then I would consider removing it. But if your goal, like for example, you might write books and the goal of your channel might be to send people to your store to sell books. If that's your goal, by all means, leave it on there. But if your goal is to grow your channel right now, then I would remove anything that's going to take people off the platform and focus them all straight to your videos. It depends what your channel goals are. Coming down to your thumbnails, I love the fact that you're in all of your thumbnails. You look super friendly. The Squeaky Door, Stories for Kids, Jack and the Beanstalk. Your text is easy to read. Paul Bunyan Christmas. Okay. I like it, dude. I like what you're doing with all of your thumbnails. Okay. I'm not telling you to change these because I think what you have looks good, but if you came to me and you said, redesign my channel, considering that this is that your goal is to attract children, here's what I would do for your thumbnails. The first thing I would do, and again, I don't know if you're a mobile content creator or if you have access to a desktop computer. I'm not sure what you have access to, but knowing that your demographic is children, like, hey, I want children to watch my videos. You read stories to children. I would make your thumbnails as colorful as humanly possible. So before you put yourself on the thumbnail, I would run your pictures through something like Snapseed or Photoshop, whatever you have access to. And I would crank up the saturation, add some ambience, add some clarity, and make those as colorful as humanly possible, because kids are going to react to color, right? All the big channels for children, they're super colorful. And then for yourself, then come back and put yourself on top of that. And then, like, if you have access to Photoshop, and again, I'm not even sure if you're still in here or not, but if you have access to Photoshop or an app like Facetune, right? Again, this is because you're trying to attract children. Facetune is an app, or any app where you can enlarge or change your features. I would do things like I would make my eyes larger, not ridiculous larger, but just a little bit larger. I would, you know what I mean? Like, I would kind of make myself look a little bit more animated, because when kids are looking at this, you're going to really want to get their attention. And if you can like animate yourself a little bit, make your eyes a little bit bigger, add a bunch of more color to the background, make everything just kind of like stand out and look kind of like, cartoony a little bit. You know what I mean? Like really kind of animate that and really make it stand out. Enlarge the eyes, maybe reshape your face a little bit, add some more color, add a shine behind you, add a glow, or a stroke, a border, anything you can do to make it stand out, make everything pop, make your thumbnails pop like you make your stories pop. That's what I would do for your thumbnails. I mean, you know what you're doing, dude? Like these look good. These look good, but that's the change that I would make if you came to me and said, hey, redesign my channel. I would go straight to your thumbnails and try to make these as like kid catchy as possible. And I would go look at the top channels, all the top kids channels, not just for books, but I would also look at them for toys. What are the top toy channels? And then look at the color schemes. Look at how they're putting things together. Look at the faces that the people have inside the thumbnails, because the bigger channels are going to test all of this stuff. A lot of that stuff's tried and true. So I would do that, and I would try to mimic that, because again, you're targeting children. But other than that, dude, I think you look solid, man. Like you've got an eye. You got good colors. You've got an eye for this. Your stuff looks good. 2 weeks ago, 158 views. You look friendly. I hope do you look friendly to me? I don't know if you look friendly to kids. Now, I don't know if children are actually going to comment or not. But if they do, just make sure to reply to them. And when you do reply to them, just remember that they're children. So keep it, okay, yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, so you're hearting them. That's fantastic. And you're leaving a reply. Fantastic. Another one, just like we talked about with the other channels, you can pin your own comment and link out to another video, another relevant video, or a playlist. So that's definitely what I recommend for you. Otherwise, I think you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, you are still in here. Good. Perfect. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm going to jump into the chat for a second, see if everybody's on board here. Supreme Nick, behave. We don't want Cricket to have to, or who just deleted you? Yeah, Costume CO. We don't want Costume CO to have to delete you. RPM Nexus says, you two recommended my vid to you. Super cool channel if you haven't checked it out yet. Right on, man. Ken Line Pyle working on a new channel banner. All right, next up on the list, Ratty Star. Are my images any better in my recent thumbs? Let's check you out, Ratty Star. Ratty Star, you are on deck, my friend. Let's see what we got. I'm looking at your images. Are my images any better in my recent thumbs? Let's see. Where to get rubber in Fallout 76. Okay, I'm looking at your images. Rubber Fallout location. Fallout sneak peek. Fallout aluminum location. Yeah, I think your images look good, dude. Like I think I told you before when we pulled you up. I think your thumbnails look really good. I love what you're doing. I like the color scheme. But again, one thing that I would do for you with all of this stuff, I would run these. A couple videos back, I have a thumbnail about how to make your thumbnails pop. I have a video about how to make your thumbnails pop. I would run your thumbnails through that, your pictures, and man, just make your background colors really come to life. I mean, they're okay, they're there, but I think you can really boost up the saturation and boost up the ambience to make your backgrounds just kind of look a lot more vivid. It's not necessary, but again, this is what I would do. I'd make these really stand out. But as far as your imagery, yeah, I dig it, man. But I'm going to put you on blast here. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how you're treating your community. Fingers crossed. All right. Dropping the hearts. I love it. 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 Boom. There you go right there. See, he's pinning it. Pinned by Ratty Star. Check out the other channel builds in this playlist. Boom. Right there. One thing you might want to do, Ratty Star. Okay, you see how this video is Fallout 76 sneak build. I would just drop that again, dude. I'm totally nitpicking here. I would mention that in your thing too. Like, be specific about the builds because there's so many different games out there. I would just put the Fallout 76 down there as well, just to kind of tie all that together. Yeah, all of your videos, dude. Perfect. That's exactly how you do it. I give you a thumbs up, dude. Well done, Ratty Star. Well done. All right, let me jump to the chat for a second here. I'm going to leave Ratty Star up there just for a minute here. Wallbreaker says Snapseed is a free tool for thumbnails. It's a free tool for anything. It's an image editor. A fantastic image editor. All right, let's see. I'm going to jump into that form that you guys so awesomely left questions in. Let's see here. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, I don't know if you're still in here, brother. He says, hey, D, what's your opinion on experimenting with new additional content? I've been doing it while in the off season, and I'm getting some great unexpected feedback. I think that's fantastic. I think that if you're thinking about adding any sort of different content to your channel, test it. Test it out and see how your audience is going to respond. Your audience is going to let you know, right? Like they're going to let you know right away. If you put something up and it tanks, okay, they're not interested in that. If you put something up and it gets a good response, run with that, you know? And you don't know, like if you look at your subscribers, like if you look at your views, right? Like subscribers versus non-subscribers, for most people, you're going to have a lot more non-subscribers than your subscribers. So you never know if that new content is going to bring in a whole new group of people. So hopefully that the new content that you're trying is relevant to 4x4s. Hopefully it is. That way it all kind of works together, so it also makes your current subscribers happy as well. But yeah, always test that stuff out, man. And if it works, keep rolling with it. The audience is going to let you know pretty fast if they like it or not. All right, now we're going to pull up Passive Income University, and we're going to check out your channel banner. I love your name, by the way. It's very clear. I love it. Passive Income University. And by the way, good luck with your new channel. Now, let's hope I can find you because you don't have any content yet. And that's the funny thing. I'm actually having a hard time finding you. Passive Income University. Am I spelling this right? Yeah, Passive Income University. I think because you don't have any content that it's not showing it to me here. Give me just a second here, buddy. I can pull you up on the desktop, but I might not be able to get you here on the phone. I think because you don't have any content that it's not showing me your channel. Hold on here, but let me try to pull you up on the desktop. Give me 1 second. Let me check you out here. Okay, yeah, man, I want to try to get you pulled up here because let's see. Guys, bear with me here. Passive Income. Why can't I find you? Can anybody else find Passive Income University on their phone? I am not able to find you here. Give me just a second. Keep looking. I might have to send this to myself and then open you up that way because it's not. Yeah, I just cannot find you on my phone. That's so weird. Yeah, so I'm looking at you on the desktop, and what I think is going to happen is I think that I think everything's going to look good except for your subscribe and enable the notification, but that's fine because that's going to get cut off on a mobile device, and that's fine because everything else is going to fit on there. I think it looks good, but I want to try to get you pulled up here. So can you guys find it on your phone or not? Am I the only one? Am I having one of those moments? Yeah, exactly. He has no videos, but I can't find him. I can find him on my desktop, but I can't find him on my phone. And of course, that's how this works. I'm trying to get everybody pulled up on their phone. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this the hard way. So I'm going to send this to myself here, and then I'm going to get you pulled up on my phone. So just give me just a second here. The Kryptonian, you found him on your phone? Okay, we'll get this worked out. Just 1 second here, and we'll get you pulled up. Let me get you pulled up here. G. Nimmin. I'm going to send you here. We're going to do this the hard way. YouTube is not giving me any breaks today. And by the way, for you guys that are hanging out, there's still 57 people in here. You guys have held it solid today. I will, you know what? If you guys learned anything during this live stream today, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. You know, when the stream's over, it really helps me look and see, okay, these people really liked what was going on in the chat. So I would really appreciate that. Let me get you pulled up here. This is the hardest I've ever tried to find a channel. Like, it's just not pulling this up for me no matter what I do. That's so weird. But we're going to get this. We're going to lick this right here. Passive Income University. Now we're going to get you. Sorry, 1 second here. Passive Income University. Let's see if we can find you. Oh, this is ridiculous. Come on. Huh. Yeah, this is hilarious. Well, there's one way to do that. We're going to subscribe and then try to look for you. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. So I'm on my iPhone and I am looking. I even clicked on the link, and then like on my phone here where I pull people up, it still will not pull you up. Yeah, so something really, really bizarre is happening. So here's what I've got for you, man. So unfortunately, I can't actually get you pulled up here, and I do apologize for this. I can't. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try this 1 second. I'm going to swap phones. This is not going to fit perfectly, but we can at least get you pulled up this way. We're going to go this way right here. Boom. There we go. I had to switch phones. Okay, so Passive Income University. You got your name up there in the top. Dig it. Presents passive income. I love that. University. I love that. The only thing that I would do, your message is there, your name is there, you're in the pictures, you're in your profile pictures. I love it. I think it looks really good. Whoever designed it did a really good job. The only thing I would do, you see here on the very bottom, learn, grow, earn. Man, that's right on the edge of getting cut off on an iPhone. I'm sure it will fit on an Android. But if you've made this, if you've designed this, I would go in and I would move that up maybe 5 pixels or so, just so it doesn't get cut off down there on the bottom. And keep in mind that on a mobile device, that text on the bottom is really, really small and it's hard to read. So one thing, I would maybe take university and I would raise that up maybe 10 pixels. And then I would take learn, grow, and earn. I would enlarge that text and move that up maybe 5 or 10 pixels so it doesn't get cut off on the bottom. But other than that, dude, I love it. Design, love it. Very clear. I would just work on that bottom line there. That's the only thing that I would do. And by the way, dude, when you get content up on your channel, please come back. We'll check out your thumbnails and check out your changes to the channel art. Looking forward to seeing where you go with the channel. And welcome to YouTube, by the way, right? How exciting. You're getting ready to start your YouTube journey. I started my YouTube journey about a year ago, and things steamrolled really fast. So yeah, welcome to YouTube, man. And high five, fist bump, man. You got this. But yeah, exactly. It looks fine on an Android, but iPhone cuts higher. Yeah. So usually what happens is I have both phones set up here. You saw how I pulled up the iPhone. Usually I do this to where I pull up both an iPhone and an Android side by side and I compare them so people can see what's going on. But for some reason today, along with a lot of other problems with the stream today, I'm unable to get my Android to actually show up. So today we're just rolling with the iPhone. Next week, we're going to have this licked. I will figure out what's going on with the Android and get that figured out. Okay, so that concludes the super chats. Thank you so much for everybody who left a super chat. I do appreciate it. Now I'm going to jump into the chat, and we're going to pull up some people out of the chat. So, who are we pulling up? What I want you guys to do, because I know everybody's in here saying, hey, me. That's not how it works. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to nominate somebody. Who do you think should get pulled up? Of all the people in here, who do you think should get pulled up? So don't name yourself. Nominate somebody else, right? This is how it works. Like Real Deal Expert, pull me? No. But if somebody else nominates you, if you get enough people to nominate you, I'm going to get you guys pulled up, because here's the whole thing about YouTube, guys. We need to grow together. And if you're in here, me, that's pretty selfish, right? So yeah, that's how we're going to roll here. So I'm watching the chat right now. If I see like the same name kind of get nominated, that's what I'm going to pull up next. Because that's how we're going to roll here. Bob Star. Bob Star says pull up Max's games. Who else? Who's getting pulled up? Supreme Nick. I've seen a couple for Supreme Nick. So far, hey, Photo Fan, how's it going? Nice of you to come in here. Young Pilot, how's it going? Welcome back. I see Supreme Nick has shown up a couple times. Mazda Games has shown up a couple times. All right, I think right now we're going to get Mazda Games and Supreme Nick. Those two are on deck. Mazda Games, you're up first. And how do is it Mazda or Mazda? Mazda Games. Let's see here. Mazda Games, and I really hope I don't have to look for you too much. And of course, there you are. I'm guessing this is the right Mazda Games. Can you say something right now to make sure I have the right channel? Hey, John, how's it going? All right, Mazda Games. I'm going with this one. If this is the wrong Mazda Games, and we're just going to have to run with it. All right, Mazda Games. Here we go. Okay, so the same thing that I said on the other channels, because your channel is brand new. Let me see how much content you have. Okay, so you've been uploading for a month. Oh, I recognize you. Okay, yeah, dude. Did you, man, I don't remember this name. Did you change your channel name? Yeah, you used to be called like It's Flux or something like that, right? Okay, yeah, you changed the name. Okay, so what I'm going to go do with you is I'm going to talk about your channel art, because we've talked about your thumbnails and stuff before. I especially like the thumbnails that you've done like the past couple of days. I think those look really good right up here on top. I dig it. Now, here's what I would do for your channel art. Like I mentioned before, because you're brand new, you want to focus everybody in on your videos. You don't want people to run off platform right now. So for the time being, you know, at least until you get a couple thousand subscribers, I would take off your Instagram, take off Twitter, take off anything on here that could possibly take them off the YouTube platform. Focus everybody into your videos, because what you're doing, people are, hey, look at this. Okay, this channel, this guy's got a great channel. Oh, he's also on Instagram. I'm going to go find him on Instagram, right? People have the mind of a goldfish. They're going to leave down the Instagram rabbit hole they go, and they might not ever come back to your channel, but you've sent them off the platform. Watch time, done. Keep people on platform. Keep people, you know, giving you watch time or creating session time. So that's what I've got for you. I've got channel art. Your thumbnails look dope. And I'm curious why you changed your name. I liked your name before. I'm curious what happened. What happened with your name? It's Flux before, I think. But yeah, I really like these thumbnails, dude. Those look good. Those look really good. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Now we're gonna pull up. Who's the next one here? Supreme Nick. Supreme Nick is up next. Supreme Nick. And that better not be my brother, by the way. If you're like trying to punk me on another channel, I will, I'll ban you, Nick. Nick Nimmin. Let's see, Supreme Nick. Hold on. Supreme Nick, can you say something? Oh, there you are. Okay, I want to make sure I had the right channel here. Guys, I want you to keep nominating people. So, let's nominate 2 other people. Mods, please help me keep track of this. Let's see what people are nominating. So if you guys can let me know. So when I'm finished looking at Supreme Nick, you guys can let me know who's up next. Supreme Nick says, I'm not your brother. You are my brother, but in a weird way. We're all kind of brothers and sisters in a weird way. All right. So keep the nominations coming, everybody. Up on deck. Supreme Nick, 35 subs. Thank you. Okay, so this definitely applies to you. Brother, I am dropping a link into the chat right now. How to make a channel banner using a free app. That one's either going to be with PicsArt or Canva. I'm not sure which one that is. I want you to watch that video sometime over the next couple days, and I want you to get your channel banner together. The important thing about your channel banner is tell people what your channel is about. Tell them the value that you're going to bring them when they come to your channel. Let's see what your channel is about. Okay, you're a gamer. You've got memes. Okay, you just got a couple videos. Okay, so welcome to YouTube. You're just getting started. I'm going to drop a second link in there. How to make thumbnails using PicsArt. So the link that's coming in right now, free app called PixArt. And I'm going to drop another link in there, how to make a gaming thumbnail. So all you gamers in there trying to figure out how to make a gaming thumbnail, the one I'm getting ready to drop is for Fortnite. However, the same principles apply to whatever thumbnail that you're doing. Dropping that in there right now as well. So yeah, for you, Supreme Nick, I want you to work on your channel banner, get that together, get your value up there, your value proposition, your tagline, right? Tell people what your channel is about. Supreme Nick, what is your channel about? What should I expect when it's here? Are you doing memes and gaming? If so, what kind of games are you playing? Tell me in your channel banner. And then I want you to try to figure out how you can make a more attractive thumbnail, because looking at these Minecraft thumbnails, these look like, first of all, it's a good start, right? You're just getting started. So this is a fantastic start. But these thumbnails for Minecraft look like all the other Minecraft thumbnails. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm playing Minecraft and I want people to look at my videos, I need to come up with something that makes my Minecraft thumbnails look different than all the other Minecraft thumbnails out there. So I need you to put your thinking cap on, look around on YouTube, look at the top players, see what they're doing with their thumbnails, and try to get inspired, try to come up with ideas to create a thumbnail that's a little bit different, so your Minecraft thumbnails look different than everyone else's. Now, look, you got one day ago and you got 17 views. Like, that's off to a good start, dude. 17 views on a brand new video just starting. That's cool. As your views come in, I just want to remind you to make sure you comment or heart every single person who leaves a comment. Treat them like they are gold. All right, guys, who's up next? Who just got nominated while I was not paying attention? Who's coming up? Jason James? Okay. Ken Lime Pie. You got it. And by the way, Jason James, man, thanks for hanging out. I know you are probably incredibly busy. Let's see here. Ken Lime Pie. Ken Lime Pie. You're up, Ken Lime Pie. Ken Lime Pie, can you say something just to make sure I'm pulling up the right channel? I like to match the avatars here, the profile pictures, before I pull people up. Oh, yeah, you know what? I actually remember your channel. Scrap that. I got you. I got you, man. I got you. Okay. Ken Lime Pie. Your channel banner makes me giggle, dude. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we pulled you up, I think, on Nimmin Live, if I'm not mistaken. So Algodo and Marble Races, Saturdays twice a month. You've got a very unique and colorful channel banner. You say what it is. Algodo and Marble Races, Saturdays twice a month. All right, that's cool. You tell me what it is. One thing that I would do, though, I would get rid of that subscribe button that's in your channel banner. It's completely unnecessary. Tell people to subscribe in your videos. You don't need to put that in your channel banner. It's not necessary. If you want to write text and tell them to subscribe, like for the desktop version that doesn't get cropped, so it says, subscribe with like a point down to the actual subscribe button on the desktop version, that's fine. But something that actually looks like a button, I've got like a real thing about that. Like if you're putting a fake button on something, if somebody's, believe it or not, some people will come to this and they'll try to tap on that button, and you probably won't believe that, but there are new people coming onto the YouTube platform every single day, and they don't understand how stuff works yet. So anything that looks like a fake button that's not a real button, I would eliminate that totally. Thumbnails, yeah, we already talked about these on Nimmin Live. These are colorful. These are very unique. So yeah, man, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you're getting some views, so yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Let's look at this. Very, very unique, man. Whoa, look at these comments. Okay, there you go. Look at this. Ken Lime Pie, pinned, nailing it. What do you think about the end of CMR? Have any ideas for the future series like this? Check out this other collab. Boom, you link it on. More watch time, more views. Perfect. You're hearting all the other comments. Wow, look at that, 57 seconds, 32 minutes ago. Yeah, dude, so you're getting comments, you're getting views, dude. I love it. Oopsie, what happened? Yeah. Well done, dude. Yeah, for you, man, I'm just going to say keep doing what you're doing. Like, I don't understand what you're doing, but it's obviously working. Like, you're getting views, you're getting engagement. 65 comments, that's fantastic. You're pinning the comments. Just remember to put a link out to all of them. That's fantastic. You're hearting these. Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, dude. Just go back and look at your old comments. Make sure you're not skipping people. If you haven't replied, I mean, you may have replied to them and not hearted them. I'm not tapping into there to look, but man, yeah, good job, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on keeping on. Next up, I wish I had something for you, but I would just say keep on keeping on, man. Remove that button and just make sure to reply or heart all your people. And don't forget those links in your pins. All right, who's up? Man, it's almost 2 a.m. in Thailand. You hard work, deed. Deb's Life. I replied to your story. By the way, you left a question in my story. If you want to email me your question, you asked me about how to get started as a small channel, and it was like too much to talk about in the story. And it's kind of a lot to talk about here too, Debs. Email me. I'm going to drop my email in here right now. Hold on. @Gmail. Debs, this is for you. Go ahead and email me and ask me again. Just to I'm not going to be able to reply right away. I'm getting ready to go out of town, but I'm going to try to handle that while I'm gone. So just ask me again what you asked me in the story, so then I can reply to you when I'm at the airport or something like that when I get some downtime. Okay, so who's getting nominated next? Who's up? Who's up? Yeah, guys, so we're going to get somebody else up here. Please help the Nimminati. That's right. And then I'm going to wrap it up here really soon because it's almost 3 a.m. here. And there's a good chance my girlfriend has thrown all of my clothes out on the street and has locked the doors. So, yeah, who's up? Moderators? Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. All right, I am back. Just like that. All right, so who's coming up? Is it PhotoFin? Guys, is it PhotoFin? PhotoFin, who are we pulling up? Who's getting it? Is it PGH Bottom Feeders? Is it Don V? Is it PhotoFin? Who are we getting here? It's down to the wire. Guys, let's go. Is it PHG Bottom Feeders? Is it Don V? Or is it PhotoFin? And Don V. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let it go, guys. Bobstar X, thank you for hanging out. Big shout out to Bobstar X. Appreciate you hanging out, Bobstar X. Oh, guys, come on. We got to pull it together, guys. Who's it going to be? 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 All right, it's got to be PhotoFin. B Animates. So here's the thing, B Animates. I closed the super chats for channel reviews. I will pull you up because I'm getting ready to log off, but we're going to do we're getting a lot for PhotoFin. So I'm going to pull up PhotoFin and I will pull you up. And then let's see here. So PhotoFin. Let's see what's going on here. PhotoFin, and PhotoFin, I think you got pulled up on Nimmin Live, didn't you? If I'm not mistaken. All right, PhotoFin, pulling you up here. Channel art, we're going to run it down. Tips and reviews videos every week. Okay, got a nitpick on you here because I like your channel art. I like what you're doing, but you might want to just put what kind of tips and reviews? Is it tech reviews? It's camera reviews? Like, define what that is. You could keep the same white border, the same text, but maybe stretch it out a little bit. Tech tips and reviews or camera tips and reviews. That's what I would do for your channel header. Again, you're just getting started with your content. Welcome to YouTube. I like your thumbnails. Man, I love the bokeh thing going on in the background with your last two. I like those 1,000 times better than I like your first two thumbnails. So what you've done, that improvement between your first two thumbnails, here, I need to shrink out. So you've got your first two thumbnails with the blue. I mean, they get the job done, but your last two thumbnails, dude, those look great. So congratulations on that. I don't know who's helping you with that. If you're doing it yourself, I don't know if you hired somebody, but keep doing that if those are working for you. Your channel's too new to really find out if they are working, but as your channel grows, you're going to find out. And man, I think those look great. Like those thumbnails, dude, look legit like pro in terms, that bokeh really looks fantastic. I think I just kind of amped you, I really got up on there and amped you up quite a bit. All right. Oh, your video looks good, dude. Look at that. Nice and clear. Got the light on there. I like it. Let's see what you're doing down here to your community. Are you getting any comments? Okay. You're getting some engagement. Hey, Lincoln Riddle replied to you. Okay. So here's what I would do. Like I mentioned in the others, you can pin other people's comments. That's fine. And if you're trying to build community, that's cool. If you want to highlight, I know there's a lot of people who will highlight and pin other people's comments. Like they'll look for a really a positive comment, something really good, and they'll pin that. You can also highlight it on a desktop. You can pin a comment and you can highlight a comment. Pinning a comment takes it to the very top. On that one, that's where you should link out to another video, a relevant video. Hey, watch this video next, and make it a relevant video, link out to a video or playlist. And then you can highlight a comment, and you can usually do that by tapping on their name, and it's going to push them up right underneath the pinned comment. I've never tried that on a phone, but try that on the desktop if you have that. I always do that on a desktop. So that's what I've got for you there. But you're leaving the hearts. That's awesome, and it's... Oops, that's the one I just opened. Yeah, that's where my brain is at. Got headphones. God, I love this. I love how this looks, dude. Like, this looks great. It's a really good look, man. Yeah, I like that. You're going to do really well, dude. Just keep at it, man. Keep grinding. One comment there. All right, keep up the good work. Again, right? You didn't pin anything here. So go back. You've got 4 videos. Go through all of them and start to build a content web. Start to go through and interlink all those videos. Try to link to relevant videos if you can, right? Just start building that content web, because as your channel grows, as you start pinning those comments in there, that grows, and all those backlinks start sending traffic to all those other videos, and it kind of lifts them all up. So that's what I've got for you. All right, the last super chat, and the really last super chat right now, and if any others come in, I'm not going to do that because it's getting late here. B Animates. Let's get you, B Animates. Let's see if I can find you, B Animates. Okay, you're also just getting started, I think. That's cool. B Animates. Okay. I like your profile picture. I think that's really cool. It looks kind of quirky, and it fits with what you're doing with your thumbnail, so I dig that. What I would do with your thumbnail, it looks like you built your thumbnail, your channel art. It looks like you built your channel art possibly on a desktop, and it's not really sized for mobile. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop a link to you right now in the chat. I want you to go, if you are doing this on a desktop, I want you to go click on that link, go down to the description. In the description, I have a link to the Google template where you can build your channel banner on top of that template. So when you upload it into YouTube, it shows perfectly on all platforms, TVs, desktops, tablets, and phones. So get that template out of my description. It's free. And then build your channel banner on top of that. And then once you already might have it in here, I don't know. But if you don't already say what your channel is about in your header, make sure that is in there. What do you animate, right? So B Animates what it is you animate. What should I expect from your channel? That's what I would put in your channel banner. In terms of your thumbnails, honestly, dude, like I can tell you got like this quirky style going on. So I think these thumbnails are probably cool. Keep doing what you're doing. What I would do though is I would think about your titles a little bit and try to craft your titles in a way that might be a little more search friendly. Because if you're putting content online and it's difficult for people to find you, then they're not going to find you. But if you're crafting titles in a way that's a little bit search friendly, it's going to help people find your content. And I'm going to look at one of your videos here and see if you're replying to any comments or if you're getting any. Losing. Let's see what you're doing. Scrolling down, you got 6 comments. Okay. Okay, so again, so somebody replied here. So make sure this person replied 3 weeks ago and you didn't leave them a heart or you didn't do anything. Every single comment, and this is super, super, super important. I can't stress this enough, especially when you're just starting out, right? You've got 31 subscribers and you're ignoring some of them. So make sure that you, at the very least, heart every single comment. If you can, reply to them or do both. Don't neglect anybody, because a lot of these people, a lot of your viewers, a lot of the people who want to become part of your community, they want to be your fans. If you neglect them, they'll go somewhere else. YouTube's a huge, huge platform. So make sure you acknowledge the people who have taken the time to watch your comment and taken the time to they've watched your video and they've left a comment, right? They didn't have to leave a comment, but they did. So make sure you go back and you heart them or reply to them. And if it's been a while, that's fine. Go back and apologize for the delay. Check another one of these. Now, your videos seem to be really short, and that's probably fine with animation. But as your channel grows, if you can get just a little bit longer videos, that might be okay. 28 minutes. I'm going to eat my words on that. Okay. Forget I said anything. Let's see what's going on here. I like your quirky style, by the way, dude. I dig it. And the same thing, you know, you can pin your own comment and link them out to another video. Okay, so you're like you hearted like one person and you replied to one here. So yeah, like don't neglect these people. Hannah the Cat Cosplay, totally neglected. Phantom Doodles, totally neglected. So make sure you pay attention to those people, man. Like, these are your people. These are the people who found you. They're supporting you at an early stage. They're going to grow with you. They're going to continue to support you. But make sure you acknowledge them, even if it's just a little heart. Because if you can't keep up on comments now, as your channel grows and you start getting hundreds of comments, thousands of comments, you're in for a world of hurt. So start building the habit of answering or giving a heart or both to every single comment. Bobstar X. Bobstar's sad because it doesn't have any review yet. Bobstar X, you're something completely different here. You haven't gotten a review, but you've gotten more attention probably than anyone else. Maybe not Midnight Madness 4x4 or Professor Nez, but you've gotten a lot of attention on 2 streams. So yeah, your channel's not getting reviewed here, but you got pulled up on Niman Live last night, which has a huge, I think 200 or 300 people were watching your channel get pulled up last night on Niman Live. And you're getting an unbelievable amount of shout outs. You've been mentioned on Twitter. And Bobstar X, if you're not on Twitter, you need to be on Twitter, and you need to like @ me on Twitter, because we're all going to follow you and follow your progression here on YouTube. Whew, that was a mouthful. All right, guys, it is 3 a.m. here in Thailand. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me today, despite the fact that YouTube did not give you a notification. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate all of you who left a super chat. I appreciate those of you who did not leave a super chat. If you learned anything in the stream today or you had a good time, give this a thumbs up on the way out, or give it a thumbs up right now. This will be available for the replay. So it'll probably take a few hours or maybe even a day, and then it's going to be fully available for the replay. But I appreciate every single one of you who came in here and hung out. You guys stuck it out. I think of all the streams that I've done, this one's actually been the most solid. Usually, I'll go between like 70 or 120, and it kind of goes back and forth. But we've held solid for like 50, 60 people the entire time. So for that, much love to you guys. I hope you have an awesome week. If I didn't get to your channel or I didn't get to your question, we will, let's try to do it again next weekend. Nothing personal. I can only answer so many questions and pull up so many channels. But I try to get as many people as I can. So again, thank you so much. Give this a thumbs up if you learned something. Share this out. You can still share this out when it's over with. People can get the link and come back in and watch the replay. And Amazon Media TV, I love you too. So thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Bobstar X. Thank you, Walter Zero. Thank you, John. You do it. Thank you, G. Michael Jr. 30-day reviews. How's it going, brother? Ultimate Dragon. Costume CO, Eric Waite. Co-design music. Scrap and Palette, man. I didn't see you in here, man. Thank you, Josephine. Much love, Josephine, always. Young Pilot, much love, brother. Walter Zero, much love. Cricket, you always, yep, always. Lots of hearts. The Mushroom. Beanie Draws, 7 a.m. there. Jason James, always much love, brother. Fire Scarf. This is the closing out call outs, right? The closing out shout outs. Ninja 8750, Photo Fin, Midnight Madness 4x4, Kryptonian, Be Animate. Yeah, man, you're my people. I love you guys. Love you guys so much. The Majesty XX, Walter Zero. Yeah, likewise. Enjoy Thailand. I do, man. I love it here. Costume CO. Thank you so much, you guys. Simply Beth, thank you so much. And moderators, yes, thank you. Jama Greek Crew, thank you, man. Ninja, Ultimo Dragon, love you guys. Glue Guns and Roses, my favorite name on YouTube. Bobstar X, of course. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you next Saturday on Niman Live. We might be starting a little bit later on Niman Live next Saturday because we're going to be getting out of town and coming back on Saturday. And then I'll see you again next Sunday. Have an awesome week, everybody. And man, thanks so much. Thanks so much. See you next time.